Yeah, I love how people just don't read or watch stuff fully through anymore. I love it. I love it. And I love how people will not do it and then proceed to jump in a comment and write how they feel with no context of anything as to what they just saw.
Mm.
Deonne, I see the look on your face like, can you please elaborate? So
Please.
Yeah,
I posted a reel a couple days ago giving my theory on the Thunderbolt end credit scene.
Mm.
Okay. I'm not going to give it away. No spoilers in case no one's seen it just yet. But I just love how people heard the first part and can clearly tell that you didn't watch the whole video. First off, it was just like, oh, that's a fucking stupid take. Man, that's the dumbest take I've ever heard. I'm like, first off, it's just a theory. Why are you so upset? Why are we coming in?
You gotta give them the
We're coming in with that much heat.
Why are we coming in with this much heat? Like, what? Why? Are you okay? Do you want some juice? Like, what's going on?
good. Like,
Yeah, you good? Are you good? And then it was just like, oh no, that wouldn't happen because this is what's going to happen in this particular movie when it comes out. That's not going to be what happens. And I'm like,
how do you know?
if you watch the whole video, I actually bring that up that you're just writing about. Like everything you just said. So I can't tell if either you're stupid and didn't watch the whole reel or if you're trolling me and just repeating what I'm saying. But since it's now almost at 500,000 and it has like over 10K comments and the majority of them saying that, I was like, wow, y'all stupid.
At that point, do you really have to address it?
No.
Because it's almost to the point like, just look at the other comments. But I'm sure that person hasn't commented on anything else.
They just had to come in here and say, man, that's the dumbest take I've ever heard. But you came and wrote something about it. So if you're writing to stupidity, doesn't it make you stupid?
Right.
This was the same like beef I got when I said that Korra was a way better avatar than Aang. And I still stand on that thoroughly.
They probably
You're entitled to
pull you up on that one.
your perspective.
Yeah. I said what I said, and I still stand by it. Like Aang was not a great avatar. His story was great. He was not a great avatar. Korra dealt with way more stuff than Aang ever had to. And Aang is a deadbeat like Rey Mysterio. So
exactly.
You abandoned your avatar ship. How you lost twice in your series?
I mean,
you leave, then got knocked out for like 3 to 4 months, and the Fire Nation took over.
It happens to the best of them sometimes. Goku's taking some punches, man.
First of all,
Leonardo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, he has to.
Let me tell you why Goku is the shittiest human alive. And we keep praising this man. We keep praising it. First of all, this dude brought in $0 to his family household.
Can we just talk?
No. Let's talk about it. Because it's Mother's Day. And people do not give Chi-Chi the respect she deserves. First of all, brought nothing into the household. It took this man 46 years to try to go get a driver's license, and he still did not get one. All these tournaments you were in, you never won because you just wanted to go fight. Her best friend is a zillionaire, and no one ever floated money. Gohan literally had to become the breadwinner in his house. Not only that, this dude abandoned his family and let a green alien basically be daddy. Piccolo is more of a father to Gohan and Goten than Goku ever has been. Goten has seen most of Goku's life with a halo on top of his head. Goku ain't shit. Goku ain't shit. And Goku consistently torments a dude who has PTSD and is also a fucking planet refugee.
Oh my!
And in slavery. Was that not Vegeta's life? Was that not Vegeta's life? Vegeta lost the planet, got put into slavery by Frieza, and then got abandoned. Like, go for what you know.
You know what? That is a really interesting
And how many times is the world put in danger because Goku decides, I want to fight. I want to fight the strongest fighter.
That's his whole life, though, man. Like that's.
So, but as a friend, would you not look at that as a problem? Like, yo, every time I see you, 10 minutes later, the world's about to be destroyed because of you. Who brought Frieza here? Who was Cell after? Why was Majin Buu down here? Why did Majin Buu destroy the whole Earth? And then you were still like, listen, I know he destroyed the Earth, but can I get that third round though? Ain't shit. Goku ain't shit. And we be praising this man.
It's hard to refute some of that. I will admit.
That's all. With that, though, ladies and gentlemen, another edition of the Kayfabe Podcast. I'm sorry.
No notes.
Oh, I spit up his toxicity. Okay, spit up. All right, and all I'm saying is Dragon Ball Z should do a whole story on Vegeta growing up. That's all I'm saying. I think he has the flyest.
That'd be dope.
Right? To tell it from his side, from as a kid to now.
Yeah, that would be dope.
That'd be dope. But this is a special Mother's Day edition. That's why the names are in pink this time, not because I didn't change it from WWT's colors to Kayfabe colors. This was intentional because it's Mother's Day. And we all got mothers. So especially to my host, please tell your mothers a happy Mother's Day. I'm so glad that they pushed y'all out along with the people that are in this chat. I'm so glad all your mamas did not abort y'all and that y'all are in here.
This is a very hot start, man.
Hey, man, we thanking the mothers. All right, it's Mother's Day.
I thought
mothers and the fathers who ain't shit. Now, when it is Father's Day, we are going to glorify the fathers too. I'm not going to say any mothers are shit, but we're going to glorify these damn fathers. Mm-hmm. With that being said, Deonne, I need like a full slideshow of like 87 of your best pictures with your kid. You can block it off so we don't see it. Need a slideshow to be able to put pictures of you while we talk about our subjects. Like, they're like, let's talk about Logan Paul, but then let's look at this beautiful picture.
Noted.
Of Deonne in his boat.
Nice.
Photos. Got it.
Be like, did y'all see? I don't think y'all saw Deonne with his fresh baby boy.
2 months old now.
2 months old, just doing magical stuff already. But we got a lot to talk about today, man. Backlash just happened yesterday. We got to talk about the aftermath of that. Also got to talk about some pretty good stuff that happened on Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown.
Sure.
And what's leading into some upcoming events as well. We're also going to do a little bit of Money in the Bank talk as well, along with a special thing dedicated to the mothers that wrestle. But the first thing that we do want to talk about is one of our hosts got to go on an exciting journey yesterday. She got to go back to the 90s with one of our fellow wrestling correspondents. Shout out to Courtney, a.k.a. Stone Cold Rice. Honey, 90s WrestleCon. You got to fill us in.
It was cool. It was definitely cool. It was real relaxed, actually. A lot of people showed up. A lot of people showed out. There was a lot of legends there. Mark Henry, Sandman, Mark Merrow, also known as Johnny B. Bad. We also had Maria. There was Maria Kanellis there and Francine. And there was a lot of cool vendors and other podcasters and content creators and just fanatics that we were pretty much just networking with and talking with. It was really, really cool. And they even had a indie wrestling show that happened, like some championship matches on the line and stuff. Shout outs to ISPW, man. They put on a really damn good show. It was a lot of fun. Courtney and I even got into step into like a ring. Never really went into a ring before. It was really fun. Got to run some ropes. Kind of did a little Hardy Girl kind of entrance, Hardy Girls thing going on. And it was a lot of fun. It was cool. We had a great time.
Please tell me that's on video.
somewhere.
Yeah. You just got to stay tuned for the.
Gotta exist. So
yeah, it was fun. We had a good time.
But the big question: who was Jeff and who was Matt?
I was Jeff.
Of course, she was Jeff.
Okay, as long as we knew who's supposed to have.
I was Jeff. She was Matt.
See Courtney being the deleter, just I could see it, man. But what would you say top 2 takeaways from 90 WrestleCon? We know stepping in the ring, running the ropes. What were 2 others that really was just like, yo, I'm so glad I came to this?
I think just being able to interact with like-minded people and like-minded fanatics and people that are just pretty much trying to support the same community. They were really interested. It was really cool because the way, so originally we had a table that didn't have a tablecloth. I was walking around asking if anybody had an extra one, and everybody had like that retro 90s WWE blue, like that baby blue looking, and I was just like, ugh. And I'm like, damn, I wonder if Courtney brought a tablecloth. I'm like, damn, I don't know why I didn't think to bring one. Courtney came through with one that matched perfectly, and we were able to just be the only one that pretty much stood out. And the only one with the pink table, the pink banner, Women's Wrestling Talk, and a lot of little girls were coming and were interested, and moms. It was really, really cool. It was cool.
It was a cool setup. Yeah, it looked fun.
Yeah. It really was. We was doing our thing.
I look like y'all stood out from the most of them, man. But we're gonna see some of that footage, some of them pictures and clips very much coming soon. You just gotta make sure you're following Wrestling with Honey to stay up to date. But now also shoot it to Deonne, not to jump into too much personal, but technically this is the first celebration of the mother of your child's day.
Yeah.
So just let us know, like, the atmosphere in the field today in the Moore household. Like, how is that feeling? That being her first Mother's Day.
It was fun. Super grateful, super thankful, obviously, for her and everything she's done up to this point and doing now. Got her some really dope gifts. Necklace bracelet with Xander's birthstone and birth flower. We do like sweaters around here, or sweatshirts. So she has like a Mama Established 2025 sweatshirt that's pretty dope. Cooked breakfast, brunch. It was supposed to rain here in Atlanta all day. It didn't do it until like a few hours ago. So we just had it on the back deck.
I gotta ask
this morning.
What did you make? What was for brunch?
I made a breakfast casserole this morning, along with some avocado toast, cinnamon rolls, and some fruit and mimosas. Come
on, mimosas and avocado toast any day, bro.
You know what I had this morning? Leftover chicken nuggets and a half. Fuck, I'm lonely. Shit.
But other than that, I cleaned up because I made a mess, obviously, and had Xander yesterday. She went, and then I also got her like a little like an appointment, like it's a gift card to like Float Oasis or whatever. It's like the sensory deprivation floating tanks. Since she likes to float a lot, so I was like, she's never done that before. Let's let her do that. So I think she's gonna do that next weekend. But yeah, that's been about it. She's taking care of Xander right now, trying to put him down now. But yeah, it's been quite the day. It was fun trying to get all this stuff wrapped around, because she's all this sort of stuff like sort of figure out, because she works from home. She's at home with Xander all day. So it's like, where do I get gifts from? Like, where do I send stuff here? Amazon Dropbox right up the street.
Nice.
Use that. And then had to go get gas yesterday and picked up everything else. So
I was going to ask, did she, on a scale of 1 to 10, if she had a good Mother's Day in your eyes? But I don't even think we have to ask that, because
even Xander gave her a card.
Yeah, you went all out. Like you checked all the boxes for husband for Mother's Day.
Well, it's a lot of pressure for that first one, man. It felt like a lot of pressure for it, but it's been a good day. Been a good weekend.
Good, man. Yeah, I only can speak as a man. I know I can't speak as a woman, but I feel like this man did his job. This man did what he was supposed to do. Cooked breakfast, got her somewhere so she could go outside the house, gifts, card from the child. Like, what more can you ask for? You could ask for more, but you got a lot.
That's love, man.
That's real love.
It was good. It's a good day.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Good.
But it's time for us to get in some of this trending news going on. Like we said, Backlash happened yesterday. Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, even NXT was pretty good this week, and I got a couple of highlights that we taken out. But I wanted to start off with something because I really want to get y'all opinion on this. We're talking about Jey Uso. Jey Uso is currently the World Heavyweight Champion. And he faced Seth Rollins on Monday night, put his title on the line. Very great match. And walked out the victor. So I want to ask y'all, and Deonne, I'll start with you. Are we settled in Jey Uso being the world champion?
I can speak for myself, and I can say that it's gonna take a little more time. We crowned him champion, but let's give him some time to build. It's only been 20 days since his run has been 21 days now. I think we just got to give him a little bit of time, man. We got to find which feuds work best for him now, outside of a bloodline storyline or outside of like just him on his own now. Do you keep bringing the family in or Sammy in to sort of keep them linked together the entire time? I don't think so. But I think with a little more time, he can sort of pick up a little more steam because the crowd's with him. We're with him. Like I'll say personally, I'm with him. Interest is great. There's something about him. His charisma is there. There's been a lot of wrestlers who 5 moves of doom. We could bring that up if we wanted to, but he's the GOAT right now with his 17th reign. Not saying Jey will get that. I'm just saying we're going to have to give him a little bit of time to become that ring general as world champion, because he's never had to fly solo to this degree. He's the top guy on the posters now. He's wearing the championships. This dope as a poster here looks like I'd buy that. But I think it's just giving him time, man. We've talked about his wrestling abilities and stuff like that too. Is he going to just continue to steal other people's moves and make them his own? He tried to choke Seth out the other night, a la Gunther, but I think it's just going to take some time, man. He's there. He's got the championship. He's a main event guy. Let's give him some time to make this run mean something.
Okay. Honey, same question to you. Are you on the Jey World Heavyweight Championship train? Like, is it full steam ahead, or are we still coming out of the station?
Shang Tsung Jey.
That's hilarious.
Move is mine.
In regards to Jey Uso, I'm definitely on the Yeet Master train for sure. However, I agree with Deonne in regards to just taking some time and just enjoying the ride that we're going on with Jey Uso, only because we've been telling the story of this man since years ago, since he's become main event, all the things it took for him to become main event Jey Uso, right-hand man, get the people behind him, break apart from being a part of a tag team, getting over under being pressurized by the family legacy, being able to carry it now that he has a championship. He beats Seth Rollins regardless, and Seth Rollins was the first man to hold this title. And I think that's saying something for Jey Uso. So I think that we just need to just, relax, sit on this train and enjoy it, because, we all love Jey Uso. Like Deonne said, we're all behind him. There's no issues there. I feel like this is just going to continue to build up his ability to be able to carry a brand on his own finally. Yeah. And yeah, I think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to be just fine.
And we've had so many dominant champions this last 5 years. It feels like Roman's run. When we bring the new title, Seth had a hell of a run, and Gunther had a year's run with that. There was some dominant reigns, man. Like the shortest reign is a year for this championship so far. Wait,
I think so.
Damian Priest.
No, Damian. I think was
Damian Priest.
4 months.
So that's the shortest reign with this title.
No, that's not the shortest reign. Drew is the shortest.
Okay, we're gonna count that.
Yeah, he won.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's
Drew
the
like
origin
that,
story right there.
You have to count that, but but also think about it. Jey Uso's on an amazing list of holders of this title. He's on a really cool list. Like, I mean, shit. Just keep being you, Jay. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah, he ain't my champion. Not yet.
Really? Well, like you said, it's gonna take some time. It's
No. Take some time. Yeah, you're right. But I say that as it's a good thing. And here's the best way I can compare this to. And I like to compare movies. Mm-hmm. This is not a bad thing that I don't see him as a champion yet, because Jey Uso reminds me of the dude Daniel Craig that plays James Bond. And if you think about it, he didn't start off as 007. Like we were just at first, we were kind of like, first off, blonde, not feeling it. Secondly, this dude is not smooth. He had to
built to it.
Yeah, but if you think about it, now he's one of the best Bonds of all time. Mm-hmm. Like you can have, like he has the best. Like anybody can say whatever they want to say. Daniel Craig is in the conversation to have had one of the best runs as a James Bond. Mm-hmm. And I see that here with Jey Uso as world heavyweight champion. It's okay if we don't see him as a champion now. This is his first time being like this. So I want to see the glow up. I want to see him become who he needs to be. King Mike Hall, first off, you don't like your Max and Yams to touch. So already you're judging this stuff all means. First off, he ain't even the worst Bond. I don't even know why we're talking about that. He ain't even the first Bond. Oh, Pierce Brosnan is third Bond at best.
Oh, wait a minute.
This is a whole nother conversation. Like that. Come on, we can have a really good debate episode.
We can have a very good debate.
I mean, Connery, Roger Moore, Pierce Brosnan, Daniel Craig.
Roger Moore, bro? Come on now.
Roger Moore was smooth, man.
Exactly. Roger Moore definitely got to be one or two.
Timothy Dalton for a short run.
He didn't have enough.
He didn't have enough, though.
He didn't get enough. That's his own. He was there, and it could have been something beautiful.
Connery, Moore, Ed, Will, that's my three, man. Connery
was okay. Connery was definitely
okay.
He was my fourth. I got Daniel, Roger, Pierce, Sean.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yo, GoldenEye is still one of the best Bond movies ever.
Oh, okay. Let's move on. We could be here for a while.
Yeah, let's keep moving.
You said Daniel was number one. Never mind.
Yeah. Daniel had the best.
We listen and we judge internally.
Mm-hmm. Connery
was great, but Connery wasn't Pierce.
Connery was phenomenal.
Bro, Pierce made me think I could get these hoes. Like, Pierce had me ready to go be British. Like, hey, I'm trying to get with British. All right. Pierce had me ready to go to work. I'm like, hey, you need a money penny. I could be Money Nichols. Okay, let me be him. All right. You need a Q. I got glasses. I can invent some shit.
You need a Q. You need a Q.
Come on, man. I'll invent you some crazy ass shit, man. You ever had a watch with hot sauce that spritz out of it? You gonna need that.
Oh, undercover brother, man. I haven't seen that movie in years, man, but that's still hilarious.
Man, I don't care what nobody say. Undercover Brother is such an underrated movie.
Undercover Brother is one of my favorite movies.
General's Fried Chicken.
Yo,
it's butt
fried chicken. It's butt kicking.
Hey. Must be Billy D.
Yeah, it was Billy D. and he was under my control.
Stop it.
We're like, I think somebody is selling out. Shut the door, nigga. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Hey there. If I wasn't drinking this guava mango smoothie, I put it down and put it there for duty.
And he was like,
Oh my god! Hey, yo, man.
love that.
My neck.
That
My head hurt.
Get enough love.
Oh, good, man. Good grief, man.
It could have had a potential to be on some like Austin Powers shit if they did more with it. Because I loved it.
Oh, goodness.
That's what it was for me. I was like, yo, this Black Austin Powers. They was like, man, this is stupid. I'm like, no, Austin Powers is hilarious. All right.
Ryan.
Oh, goodness.
Yo, okay, that song was popping, man. That song was popping.
Oh, Smackdown.
You know, it tastes so good. Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Smackdown, okay?
Mayo for me, please.
Extra mayo for me.
I didn't say like
Billie Jean King.
he said, is this what was the version of the thong song? He goes, yeah, I heard it had all the funk that Cisco.
That's this. Yo, the shit played in the background too. She had jumps like a truck. This was pretty catchy. Oh. Okay. Smackdown. Friday Night Smackdown, okay? We had a pretty good kickoff show leading into Backlash, man. I want to start off with the upset of the night. Fraxium pinning the tag team champions, the Street Profits. Now, honey, I want to get your opinion first. What are your thoughts on your favorite tag team coming into SmackDown and pinning the champions?
What I think is, first of all, that was a fantastic match. Second of all, Fraxium proved that they belong and they are coming to make some noise and shake up SmackDown. So they've done a good job noting that, especially putting the division on notice and the reigning tag champs on notice. So kudos to them for doing their thing.
I'm so proud of you, honey. Not once did she call it Waxium. Not once.
No. Ever since they moved up and did all this and they whipping everybody's ass, I have nothing to say. Like I let go and let God. Yep.
Your growth. Deonne, let me ask you. Now, I don't want to say this automatically puts them in contingency to get a shot at the titles, but let me ask you, who would they need to beat on SmackDown for you to go, okay, I think it's time for these boys to get a shot?
Oh, man. It depends on who's next in line for the Street Profits. What, Motor City Machine Guns, perhaps? That's the match I want to see. Like,
so then that adds to the question: then who do you see that's supposed to be next in line to go up against the Street Profits? And does Fraxium need to beat them in order to be considered?
Yeah, I see the Motor City Machine Guns, man. I don't want their momentum to be not killed, but like just dropped a bit, because they came in and won them the first night, right? So yeah. I think selfishly that's the match I want to see. But yeah, Motor City Machine Guns would be for me. Man, Pretty Deadly needs to get back in the mix too.
Yeah, there's Pretty Deadly. They have interacted with them too. So.
Yes, boy.
But if I had to choose a tag team that I think that they really need to beat, not that they need to, but it would also put them on notice, because I'm thinking in my head, I'm thinking about Jacob Fatu, thinking about Tama Tonga, thinking about where's Tongaloa been, or even Solo. Now he's been with them. Not sure how long that's gonna last, but we'll talk about that at another time. Could it be possible that it could be the bloodline or the Timu bloodline, of course, against Fraxium. I think that would be kind of cool.
I think it'd be cool, but I don't think it's necessary. I don't think that tag team has done absolutely anything since they got here.
No, I know. But
in order, the same weight anymore either.
In order to get them back in that tag team mix, especially, and then taking Fraxium getting the win over them, that would definitely, either solidify that they're really a true bloodline or not.
I mean, it is, but I don't think that's the first ones they need to go after. Like at this point, I don't think they've even done a tag team match together since they've been here. Because I think Tonga was normally with Jacob when they did this stuff, and they didn't have Tama doing anything. So it's like now y'all are kind of at the bottom.
Yeah.
Like, you do need to start kind of showing like what you need. So if anything, I would say it's the reverse now. Like Gorillas of Destiny need to beat Fraxium in order to prove like who they are. Like, They don't have WWE Tag Team Gold. Fraxium does, even if it is NXT.
Well, considering their NXT run as champions, just thinking about their complete run, would that put them at the head of the line on SmackDown?
I wouldn't say the head of the line just because of how fierce it's been between certain tag teams, especially after that TLC match.
Yeah.
I think it puts them in there like where like, hey, we don't think y'all need to prove yourselves as much, but it's like, yo, if I see y'all at least beat one more established tag team, we know you beating the Street Profits wasn't a fluke. It wasn't luck. It's like, nah, bro, we do this. This us. So we go see with them as this story develops, but I'm all here for it.
Never ends.
Yeah. Fraxium versus Street Profits.
Now I'm just remembering Undercover Brother lines, man. I apologize. It's like
apologize.
Remember when Chief said it's a great day for Black people of all races?
It's like when he walked in and it was like, "How you doing, Chiefster?" Like, what the hell you got on? He was like, he had sex with a white woman.
Was it everything I dreamed of?
Yes.
Sorry, man.
But speaking of pink nipples, let's talk. I couldn't resist. I apologize. I do apologize. It was right there, and you know how TK be acting, so it just felt like a TK window segment. That's some shit she'd have said.
Oh my god!
I'm channeling my inner TK over at Women's Wrestling Talk. So shout out to you, TK Trinidad. But
man,
the face-to-face that we were looking to see occurred this Friday. Jade, Charlotte Flair
occurred again. Mm-hmm.
Now, with a little bit of a different twist to it, because they're now within this circumference of the WWE Women's title, along with Nia Jax and along with Naomi. Mm-hmm. But let me ask y'all, with all of that going on, is there too much happening right now, or is there a bigger story at play that might not be seen right now? Did these two need to be coming together and having this standoff? And then where do you think Jade Cargill should put her focus at? Does it need to be Naomi? Does it need to be my client, the WWE Women's Champion? Or does she go to prove herself with Charlotte Flair? Where do you think is the smartest place for her direction wise to go in? Deonne, let me start with you.
Yeah, I think this little face-to-face just does what it did like the first time, build that anticipation of what might come or what might be at play. I won't say it feels early, but I'm like looking at big time events. SummerSlam's a big one. It's 2 days now. Could we fast track this match to that? I mean, it wouldn't be for a title, I wouldn't think, but it would be a dope match to have. If I'm Jade, I'm thinking like maybe I'm done with Naomi. I beat her at WrestleMania, the grandest stage of them all. But Naomi's not having it right now. Naomi, she ain't done yet. She's
Naomi
not finishing until she gets a win. Till she gets
got
her
a
leg.
lot left in the tank.
A lot.
Shout out to Naomi. She's a fan of the show, as you know, some
friend of the show. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, it's a great tease between these two because initially this is who I thought, in fantasy booking, this should have been her first match at WrestleMania against Charlotte, because that would be somebody who a veteran could carry her through a match and help her through that. I love Nia Jax, man. I want her back in the title contention too. I don't think it's reminded. Okay, I hope this answers a little bit of the question you asked me. This reminds me a little bit. This reminds me a little bit about like the Attitude Era when you had so many top names for the title. You had Austin, Brock, Taker, Triple H, Kurt Angle, Kane, Mick Foley. You had them all there, and their whole goal was just to get to that top. No matter who they had to go through, it was just there. So you had 6 people realistically competing for that title every month. This could be that women's division like now, because you're talking about, you got Tiffany, you got Naomi, you got Nia, you got Charlotte, you got Bianca. Where do you go from there?
And Jade,
like, yeah, you got a stacked roster of potential champions.
Hey,
it's just up to you where you want to go.
Not to throw that out there, but we got the makings for another Armageddon Hell in the Cell match.
Exactly, right?
Yep.
So yeah, so for me, Jade, again, I think the Charlotte thing is too early. I would love more battles between her and Naomi. I think one match isn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany, I don't know who makes sense for her right now.
I mean, it sounds like you're saying her and Naomi got something still going.
Yeah, that's where I would say. I think it would be with Naomi still, because that one match isn't enough.
Okay, I don't disagree with you. So, honey, same question to you. Out of those 3, what path does Cargill go down that works best in your opinion?
I think it just depends, because depending on what Jade's direction is, clearly she is sending Charlotte to the back of the line and saying it's her time, and she's basically reclaiming that. Technically, with this being the 3rd face-off that they've had since Jade has been signed to WWE. I personally think that Jade is going to want to go in that direction towards, going through the division and getting a championship. She has yet to have those one-on-one matches consistently. I think we're going to put her in workhorse mode. I think it would be good for her, just to see how well she goes out on her own. And as she's, like we said, we constantly say here, she was the first signing under TKO. So, you know what I mean? You got to just tread carefully with her and just build her up to that superstardom. She already has that once you see her in her presence, of course, and in her ring ability. But it's just about being able to show up and be that face and work day in and day out. And we know she's definitely going to carry that very well. However, I don't think in regards to her direction and where she wants to go, it ain't really up to her at this point, because Naomi's pretty much pretty much navigated that. Now, Naomi's just like, you might think you're done with me, but guess what? I'm never going to be done with you. So I feel like Naomi and her is going to be like a constant kind of thing that's going to happen every now and then. And I would like to see them on a night in SummerSlam, going one-on-one in like a really extreme stipulated match or of some sort.
Yeah. Now I just want to see them with beefs their entire career.
Yeah, because with the chemistry, like with chemistry in the ring and stuff, being that they were part of the big 3, she teamed up with Bianca, she teamed up with Naomi and everything. They develop a chemistry, but also it makes it better for when they do that turn, because you do your best work when you're with the crew that you have the best chemistry with. So her and Naomi playing these roles and doing what they're doing and creating this impactful story that all started just because she pushed her onto a SUV and almost ended her career. I think it's absolutely amazing, the story that's begun to develop, because it's created a story for Jade, because now Jade has a new purpose. And Charlotte Flair is definitely going to be one of those threats that are going to be in the way for her eventually. I just think that they're just constantly teasing it like that once or twice a year kind of thing. Because I would like to maybe hold out, if not Survivor Series, maybe hold out by Rumble for these two. Like, just give me a straight up one-on-one between these two women, because they're gonna put on a show regardless.
And there's been no face off, like face to face in the ring, has there? Did they meet at the Rumble face to face at all?
No.
At any of them? Because I know Charlotte was out for.
No, but I want to say like they've come
came back in Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, I want to say they've come face to face with each other. At least maybe once. I'm not sure, but this may be like the first one, like where it's really like time that it's happened.
It was 3 different times. It was one when
they signed her.
Triple H was introducing her. They had that up. Then in recent months, when Charlotte came back, and Charlotte was going out for a match, and Jade was leaving.
Yeah. So it's been like that, but it hasn't been where it's like
nothing in the ring where it's like face to face.
No, nothing like that. No,
but this is the 3rd time that they've met eye to eye and just walked past each other. They're holding out for us for that moment, because that face off.
Yeah, give me that in the Rumble, and we can get to Mania next year.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like, that would be.
No, Will.
No. All this can wait. All this can wait. I think people forget to realize this was Jade's first like big match.
No,
and it was still under the tutelage of her homegirl. This is now where you're getting into the sinking and swimming part. And she's swimming, but we've also seen like, she still got a little bit of mic work to do. We still seeing the in-ring ability that's coming, but each and every single time you see it keep getting better and better, just like you did a Charlotte Flair, just like you did a Bianca Belair. Don't rush this. Don't rush this at all. Like, give us the Naomi storyline. Y'all waited so many months for that to play out, for us to find out who it was. Like, give us this full run till October, if need be, or August. Give us time to like really let these dope stories that don't need to involve a championship and let her be able to get that work in. Let her go up against other people. So now when you start seeing these top players, let's put her in there. Like, let's get her to go for a U.S. title run. You know what I'm saying? Let's let her have that, especially like with the attire that she got on now. Like the way she coordinate with that stuff, let's see it like that before we put the whole thing on her, or before we start putting her up against these major players. Like, look how long it took for us to where we still haven't got Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair.
They are holding that close to the chest, man.
They're about to screw that up just as bad as they screwed up Shayna Baszler.
I mean, I wouldn't compare those two.
I don't think that's going to be the severe. That's very severe.
If they don't act on it, they will. They're going to wait too long.
I don't think none of them are finna have the fall of Shayna Baszler. Like,
Shayna was breaking arms in NXT.
Yeah. And they nerfed her to the 10th degree. I don't think we got to worry about that. But we'll see
I guess I'm just salty about it.
Yeah, I mean, rightfully so. But comparison wise, I'm like, it's a very TK comparison. But speaking of comparisons, we've had back-to-back matches with the returning Aleister Black that we would like to compare. There's different comparisons here. One, he's no longer in shorts. I guess he found his tights, because he is back in his traditional tights again and not the UFC shorts he had been wearing. Personally, I like the UFC shorts a lot better. Made him seem a lot more dangerous. But
a true street fighter.
Yeah, he looked like a street fighter, man. I was like, I'm here for this one. But he's back in draws again. But he took on Carmelo Hayes and defeated Carmelo Hayes. I just want to get y'all quick thoughts on 2 weeks now. Are we utilizing Aleister Black correctly? Is the heat still there? honey, we'll go with you. Is the excitement of how you felt when he premiered? Is that fire still there?
For me personally, and whatever, if I'm biased about it, yes. Only because I'm just happy to have him on this side of the fence again, and just being able to enjoy seeing him grow into WWE the way he should have before, and in a different way. His promo before this match was fantastic, and he came with the message. He kind of wants to stray away from doing things that we'd expect him to do, or think he would do, or think he should do. And I think that just him being able to put on good fucking matches is really what he wants to do, and just create his own path. And I think he's always been that way anyway. But I could go for a best out of 7 from him and Carmelo, man. I don't know what it is about Carmelo, man. And anything that Carmelo starts to touch in a match is turned into gold for me. So I was really excited to see him and Alistair go at it. It was really cool. I know it was definitely tough for him being with a veteran as such as Alistair Black, being one of the top, one of the hardest strikers in the business and everything. But yeah, it was a good match nonetheless.
Deonne, as someone who is not obsessed, biased, and in love with Alistair Black and all that he does.
I'm not in love. Hold on now.
First of all, as a fan.
I was gonna say, elaborate, please.
As a fan. If anybody wanted to take that another way, you're stupid.
Right. You're dumb.
Yes. It's not like her husband has not been on the show.
Not like you watch right now.
Right. Exactly. And we love it when we hear that laugh out of nowhere. We're like, yep, successful joke. If we can hear the pat you in the back, we've done our jobs. But let me ask you, Deonne, with this Alistair Black returning, is he still keeping your interest and focus as to, I would like to see where he's going?
I mean, I think being back in, how many weeks now? 2?
Yeah.
I mean, he still has my attention.
Okay.
AEW, I mean, I don't know, man. It's even like how Boza said, just production is like night and day. Something happens when you come back to WWE. I don't know what it is. You look different. You look healthier. You come back. Like you just look like you're bigger than where you. I don't want to say that because I want to. Rusev did call it the abyss, though. But
yes, he did.
When you come back and you look like this, almost like he never left. To be honest, I'm super intrigued by like what else they have in store for him. Yeah, I'm in here, man. I'm intrigued because I know what he did in AEW, a little bit of what he did in AEW, and I'm like, well, let's see what Triple H got his boy back. Right. Let's see what Triple H does with him when he has the keys to the car.
So I'm on the fence about it. I'm on the fence about the Alistair Black.
It's been only 2 weeks though, too.
2 shows.
Yeah, but I'm still on the fence about it. Here's the reason why I'm on the fence about it. He's a dark character. He's a real dark character. And I don't know if they're going to utilize him in the way that he needs to be utilized and in the time where it needs to happen. That's what my concern for. Him himself, everything he's come back and done, promos, moveset, matches, this guy has turned into this like black and gold Alistair Black.
Shoot, yeah.
Yeah, he ain't missed nothing. He ain't missed no steps, especially after seeing this with Carmelo Hayes. But I've noticed they don't know what to do with characters like this. Prime example, Karrion Kross. The Fiend.
Say that.
They barely knew what to do with him, and we saw some of the direction of like, yo, did y'all really do that? And so that's why I'm nervous with him, because it's like, yo, please don't mess this up like y'all did when he was here last time.
Right.
It's like right now, everything he's doing shows it to be so dope. Like he should be like the next thing that we should be seeing is a stare down with him and Jacob.
Oh my God, you're gonna make me cry.
That's what I need to be seeing next. Him trying to get him to bring out even more of his darkness out in Jacob. Like, this is what I need to be seeing, but I need to see that storytelling setup. Like we talked about the last episode, vignettes would really kill this stuff for Aleister Black. Like we already know the in-ring performance was great. Like when he went for when Miz went for his finisher skull crusher finale and the way he front flipped out of it.
Yeah.
Clearly this dude know how to deliver a match.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like
it's the character work.
Are y'all gonna take care? And are y'all gonna take care? Because he got the character work.
Mm-hmm.
But it's utilizing that.
Yeah, because we love it. Like I love the House of Black. I love what he had in AEW. I'm like, so why is this not being pushed? Why is this not? And I don't even just mean in a title direction. Like, why is this just not being pushed as a main thing? Why is there not a battle of light versus dark right now going on with someone? We missed our shot with the Final Testament and the Wyatt Six. We are missing our shot with Karrion Kross and the fact that he has defeated so many champions and all of them have turned heel. Like I was so bummed this past Monday at missing Karrion Kross's promo on Netflix because he killed it. I'm just like, yo,
y'all wrong.
Yeah, I'm like, why are y'all doing this to him? He's in the pocket. He's here. Put this guy on Monday Night Raw. Put him in matches. Let him win. So that's the only thing I'm just nervous for is that those type of feels, it's like y'all only know how to push a certain thing right now. And it's just like, I hope moving forward, it's like, okay, let's figure out how we get this right.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm trying to think, Vince McMahon was the man behind the scenes for The Undertaker, right? Like that was his brainchild.
That was the one that I would say that was.
Yeah, that's the one that worked, obviously. Yeah, that worked. Do you consider bringing like a Mick Foley, an Undertaker in to sort of work with these acts like that? Because you think about who you have back there, I don't think they can relate to any of it.
I think you can. I just think it's now starting to make that shift again that we just start, because again we moved into like we're now in a way sort of coming out of the John Laurinaitis era where it was just wrestling in the name. That was it. You're a wrestler, you're the name, and you might have a moniker, but we don't work on no real character development as creating a superstar that's not of just a wrestling style. It's like it comes with this, it comes with these things. And I'm like, yo, this is there. And the fact that y'all already have these playbooks and y'all not running them is what makes it even more frustrating.
Oh, for sure.
Like again, like even going back to Karrion Kross, like how do you bury the Final Testament when you have Akam and Razor as a tag team? You have their manager, you have fucking Scarlett, and you have Karrion Kross, who has just been killing it right now. Like again, you may not enjoy his full move set in the ring, but I'm like, okay, Jay has 4 moves and he's world champion. So what's the issue? And I just don't want that for Aleister. So I hope people are listening to him. I hope people are paying attention creative wise in the back of like, okay, how do we prepare this story? How do we get this story correct for whatever it is he's got going up? Because if out of anything, I'm like, yo, give me him and LA Knight. Just like how LA Knight versus Bray went. Like, give me that. Or keep me with this Miz stuff. But like give me a real rivalry that showcases him outside of just be coming up in here and facing somebody every week. Like, let me know, like, this is his message. But it's like, you're going to have to find this balance between light and dark, and how this dark side can appease these kids. And it can't just be mommy dressing up in goth and chains and stuff like that, and that be it.
I understand. It's just embracing that character and figuring out a storyline that works best for.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll drop the ball with him the second time out.
I
don't think so. I think the right people are back there for him. It's just understanding what this character motivation is, and how do we get them working with like top talent and get some titles in the process.
Yeah, honey, you mute before you about to talk.
I was gonna say, I think it would be fun because you do have guys back there on the SmackDown roster that could work with Aleister and such. There's guys, of course, like a rivalry like Jacob Fatu. There's also things you can run back with, in regards to someone like a Drew McIntyre, someone who has history with Aleister Black, and there's Damian Priest and all of that. And I wouldn't mind, like what you said, Will, the Miz thing to continue a little bit. Could he possibly go against somebody like Rey Fenix? There's Andrade. We could run it back with Andrade because him and Andrade put on amazing work together. So there's room. It's just about letting time do its thing, I think.
Yeah, but even the people you named, though, I like them as matches, but not for a rivalry. Like, I think next week, Andrade versus Aleister Black, golden. But I need somebody that can go toe-to-toe with him on promos. I need somebody that can go toe-to-toe with him and being like, yo, you can keep all that darkness wherever you want. Like, listen, I'm in the light, and that SummerSlam I'm blacking your lights out. Like, we need that for Aleister Black. We need to see that side of the coin, because in the ring, we already know he can tell a story. That's why I matched with him and Rey Fenix. We already know that's going to be 5 stars, but is it going to lead Aleister Black to something next?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I want to see him be a thriving story going on.
We love stories, man. We love stories.
Like, you can't wait for Friday. Like, yo, I can't wait to see John Cena ruin wrestling. Can't wait to see Jacob Fatu. Can't wait to see this next step of Aleister Black, though. Yeah. Like, I want to see what's going to unfold.
Pat, you made a post and posted on my Instagram a couple weeks back, but it was a picture of Aleister just before they had released him that time. And he was getting into that storytelling where he was sitting in the chair with the glasses and he had a book. And Pat, you made a meme that said, the only story that needs to be finished.
Okay.
But this was before all of that. So
was it? That was probably 3 days ago.
No, absolutely not. It wasn't. Absolutely not.
But we'll see as more as Aleister Black continues on SmackDown. But someone else who made a triumphant return and a pop like no other, the mother. Also, happy Mother's Day to her as well. Alexa Bliss, after 67 days of not being seen on SmackDown, longer than Julia's reign, she returned on SmackDown, teaming up with the United States champion Zelina Vega to take on Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. So just quick thoughts on how do y'all feel about Alexa Bliss returning, and then kind of the same thing. Is she in the same boat as Aleister? And then also what we saw with her confronting Charlotte Flair, saying, let's chat. Just y'all thoughts on where Alexa Bliss is now and where Alexa Bliss might possibly be going in the year of 2025. Deonne, let me start with you.
I really don't know, man. I feel like it's a stop-start with her all the time. Like, yeah, this is the plan this time. Here's the why at 6 this time. Maybe not. Now this thing with Charlotte, well, we don't know what that's leaning into. Could be a new look or motivation for Charlotte too. So it might be able to help her out in a way. A new coat of paint there. But I don't know, man. I think when it comes to Alexa Bliss, for me, I am in a sit and wait, because y'all keep teasing this why at 6, man, that she's this big part of it. I can only be teased so much. So to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm done. But with this one, I'm for Alexa for this. I just want to sit back and wait and see what they do, because there's a lot of there's some high hopes for this story with her and the Wyatt Six. Like, this is stuff that they've been will have had planned, or maybe got scrapped or reconfigured to make work with her. I just want to see something. We won't see much when Alexa Bliss comes back. She comes back, huge pop. Don't see her again for 60 days.
She's like the final boss.
Just she decided to show up on Friday. I don't know what he did. Never mind.
Well, that. Mm-hmm.
I'm so torn with that guy. But anyway,
yeah.
Alexa Bliss, I'm in a sit and wait position, because I don't know, man. Like, I want the Wyatt Six stuff, but are they gonna go there? She doing stuff for Charlotte. What's gonna happen with that? We have to. I'm waiting and seeing. But I hope I'm surprised though.
Okay. Honey, your thoughts. And then to add to that question, with everything going on, like we talked about with Alistair and now Alexa, does the draft need to happen sooner or later? Is the additional question I'd like to ask. And again, where do you see the direction of Alexa Bliss and where it needs to go?
Alexa. It could go many ways with her. I first of all did love and enjoy the pop and her coming back and being the one to help Zelina Vega. Just to keep people in the loop and reminder, I guess, that she's still around. I also think it's quite interesting that the last time we saw Alexa and Zelina Vega in the ring together was when her and Bray had pretty much Sister Abigail'd her and Andrade years ago, as the Fiend and Lily. But I thought it was really cool, and I thought the match was good. I'm just pretty much on the same boat as I was with Alistair and Jey Uso. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the ride and see what plays out with this. I think it's quite interesting now that Alexa's doing this pop-up thing. I kind of like that. And I'm really curious to see where it goes with Charlotte. I'm not sure personally what direction it should go in, but I'm going to just keep watching and see what WWE has planned for us, because who knows what this is all going to look like by the time SummerSlam happens. And in regards to the draft, I think we could wait a little longer. There's a lot happening. There's so much, and I feel like there's just so many chess pieces and so much movement happening that we're just like forgetting about certain little minor details of stories that we forgot about that are going to come up later on, that we're going to be like,
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I just don't want to miss anything. So I'm just going to sit back and just see what I catch and what I don't catch, and just enjoy the ride.
Yeah. Yeah, she one of them people that's just in that bubble of let it cook for right now. I don't need to see her thrown in too much. And I think with the pop that she is getting, it's good that we get a chance to miss her. Let us miss her. Let her come back a little bit when it's time and everything. But I think as long as you leave little breadcrumbs of what's going on and what's happening, I think it's okay. It is one of those, like, we didn't see her for 67 days, and look how that pop came. So we can definitely wait for a story to brew, and I don't think it would hurt her as much. Not too long, to Deonne's point. Not too long. But I think it's okay for her to still be kind of waiting in the wind until we get that reset of stories into SmackDown as we get towards the summer. So, but great to see Alexa Bliss back, teaming up with the U.S. champ Zelina Vega and putting on a good tag team match with Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. And then we also are finding out next Monday we will have Karen Ripley and the world heavyweight champion Io Sky taking on my client Roxanne Perez and 63-Day Julia in tag team action. Now, why Rhea is here, we don't know. Maybe because they're going to Perth. But just quickly, thoughts on this upcoming match on Monday Night Raw. Deonne, let's start with you.
I mean, I would have rather had like Io Roxanne, Io Julia, perhaps, just a one-on-one, because Io's been getting insane pops when her music hits now. Like it just like she's it now. We'll see, man. I don't know what story we're fully telling with Rhea and Io. One saves somebody 1 week, the other saves the next one the next week. I mean, that's all the story we got right now. And that they fought at WrestleMania in a triple threat. That's it. Man, we will. but for this one, I mean, I don't know, man. It's a great platform for Roxanne and Julia, though, to be up against a world champion and a former world champion on Raw. So that's the plus. But I don't know, man. I don't know what we're doing with the women's world title right now. But I don't know. I don't have to know everything. But it would be good to be like, hey, here's a path that we're going. Here's where I can see this going. And it just looks like it's leading to a Rhea versus Io match somewhere down the line.
If I get one more of those, I'm so done. If I get one more Rhea and Io match, I'm done.
I mean, this is what usually happens, right? Like they put people who are up against each other in a tag team.
Bro, this is what ruined Liv's championship reign. Not ruined it like it was a bad reign, but this is what brought it down. Stop putting Rhea in so many of these matches, yo. Like, let this whoever is world champion, let them face other people. You know how many matches Liv's majority of her title defenses were against Rhea? That's ridiculous. And y'all about to do the same thing. Io just defended her championship. What? She just faced her 3 times. Beat her for the title, beat her in the rematch, forced her way into a triple threat, and Io still won that. Like, you have not beaten this girl. And it's like, I don't want this to now turn into the story of Rhea trying to get her championship back from Io. We get it. She was world champion already. But can we see her do something without the title? Can we see her as a Jade and Naomi type of rivalry with someone?
But it's like we talked about Charlotte, right? Like, Charlotte's whole identity is the championship, and Rhea's kind of becoming that with this. I mean, she was the first to hold it, right? So that's a lot of her identity is in that championship. It would be dope if she did have a story outside of it. Her and Bianca could be beefing right now. Like that could be that could be your start of the beef. You jumped in on my WrestleMania match, and now like I'm gonna Naomi this thing. Like I'm your Naomi now.
Or build somebody up. Build somebody up, yo. Like, give me something to where it's like, yo, like, again, I know I keep bringing up Ivy now, but it's like, yo, go up against Ivy now. Let her showcase her stuff. If y'all hadn't let her go already, why not give me Rhea and Dakota? Like, build Dakota up. Like, now is that time for Rhea to be doing this, not for us to keep having to see her in the world picture. And don't get me wrong, man, I love her being as a champion, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, yo, I don't need to keep seeing every champion's main arc be with Rhea. And I don't want to see that for Io. Io is at the size and height to where anybody can challenge for this. And I want to see it. Her and Roxanne put on a wrestling clinic.
Baby, that was
because it's my client. It was a great match. Now you got this thing with Julia, the tag team action. Let's not to mention who might be showing up Monday, and we get what I've been talking about this whole time. But it's like, yo, everybody makes sense in this picture, but Rhea. Is there a child?
A 2 liter?
No, this is not 2 liters, 1.25.
Pardon. Just but what you doing it for? What it say on the bottle? You had to drink it for what?
Because it's spicy when I have burrito. What?
Honey, I set the whole thing up for you. I set it all up for you.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. Yes, you're right.
I mean, when I say lobby the ball up for you.
So sorry. No, I missed. That was a total missed opportunity right there. But Deonne, you would appreciate this. Look, because this is what I wanted to show you. This is not sponsored by Coke, by the way. But
I literally did. I'm like, now who you have to drink it
that's
for?
literally what he did when I showed it to him. I was like, I know Deonne's gonna appreciate this.
I was like, it's right there, honey. She was like, because it's spicy and I needed it. I'm like, okay.
Sorry, it's all right. It's just all big ball. Just
That's what
drink.
And I was drinking it for my peeps.
You need a nap. And then this is what we also found in an announcement is that we are getting Bullet Club member versus Bullet Club member, AJ Styles versus Finn Balor this Monday. What should be on a PLE, we're getting on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. But let me ask you.
Yo, Sage D. I cannot. The 1/2 point bottle. Yo,
shout out to Courtney. I almost felt like
shout out to Stone Cold Courtney.
Oh yeah.
It ain't till I hit record. It's never till I hit live. Everybody want to film Fast and the Furious on my street. Everybody, like, for some reason, and then Gotham goes in mayhem when I hit live because it's nothing but ambulances and police cars. Well, as soon as I hit live, when I end this stream, I'ma rarely hear this shit. Let me hit live. Everybody and their mama think this is a Meek Mills video, and sick of it. I'm gonna start making water balloons and just keep them hoes on my balcony and start launching. I'm finna old man. Yeah, I'm finna old man this shit. Be like, quiet that shit now. But with AJ Styles going into the Judgment Day later this past Monday and calling Finn Prince, and then leading to this match, like, is there anything that y'all see outside of this being a fire match? What does this build to for Finn?
I mean, he's on the borderline of like turning, right? Like a Judgment Day defection or just a turn.
Yep.
Karrion Kross is. I feel like he should still be in this somewhere to maybe whisper in the Finn's ear next week or something like that. So
I want to see that.
Because he's right there. He's at the ledge. He's right. And what we saw from Backlash, he's right there from being like, yeah, I'm out of here. Or Dom.
Think he has the capability to summon a demon?
I mean, if he talks to Karrion, more than likely. I mean, Karrion's a fantastic motivational speaker. Look what he did for the New Day. Like
I'm saying though, like, I'm just like, bro, like, why we not getting more Karrion?
Like, but I feel like there's still a thread between he and AJ for this. So again, fire matches, I'm sure it's gonna be. But from a storyline perspective, we got Finn, maybe some Judgment Day shenanigans there, some Karrion Kross shenanigans there. I think there's gonna be more than just like a Bullet Club reunion.
All right, so this is something I mentioned, but I want to also get y'all thoughts on this. In seeing this, let me just I just want to put a picture up for y'all and get y'all thoughts on what this could look like as the newest faction.
Ooh.
You think JD?
I think here's the thing: JD and Finn are like this.
I thought
JD.
I feel like that's shifting a little bit. No?
I do too. He and Dom are like that now, man.
Yeah, but also too, Finn ain't never led him wrong, and that's the thing. It's like if you kind of look at it, I could see. At first, I thought Dom was going to be the split on who had to decide. Now I'm realizing it's JD because Carlito gonna go wherever Raquel go.
Right.
But just picture this as this being the new faction, though.
Is this being rumored or something?
No, this was just something I came up with, and then everybody in the IWC started throwing it out. I was like, I remember, but you remember who said it first?
Because I'm thinking about like, how do we get to this point? But you could build this easily.
And to be honest with you, I think Karrion Kross is the one that puts this together.
Boy,
I think he's
intriguing.
You don't think that would be overlooked? No.
Huh?
Karrion Kross on top of that, I feel like the faction would be fine.
No. I'm saying Karrion Kross,
like getting in their ears,
creates this group. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's the one that encouraged them to form this.
This would be 1,000 times better than what they tried to do with the OC. With this would be 100 times better than that.
I just want to
here's the thing. I'm never gonna fight you on a faction, man. I'm not. I like groups, so I ain't gonna never fight you on that, man.
And if I'm being a real asshole, you throw Oscar and Kairi Sane in here with Julia, it's done. This done. This evolution too. That's what this is.
You need to shut your mouth.
Bring out the Motorhead. Evolution is a mystery.
Hey man, line in the sand is good.
Great song.
I feel the line in the sand, trying to find out who I am. Evolution. I just want to start making songs like
business.
I just want to go record songs like that. Maybe like, yo, who this rock band?
You got to finish the line kick, Michael. Fizz is the biggest hater. He hate the way he walked, the way that he talked. He hate the way that he dressed. Like
yes. But we'll see. I just wanted to throw that out there. But we do know, and we did talk about. We wasn't sure, especially after this main event that we saw on Raw, if they were still following this story or not. But we found out still happening. It's been announced Saturday night main event. The World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Jey Uso and Logan Paul. We clearly know Honey's thoughts. Deonne, is this something that you're looking forward to for a Saturday night main event?
I mean, we'll see the rest of the card. I think Cena's making an appearance, right? But let me finish. Let me land. Hold on. Let me land.
I'm here.
Wait, what did you just say?
I was like, I'm sure Cena's gonna be there too, right?
he said, well, we still gotta see what the rest of the card is like. I'm sure Cena's there. So.
But let me land. Let me finish. As a one-off Saturday night main event, I think this is fine. I mean, we've seen Logan Paul in other situations where he probably shouldn't have been in, right? We've seen him against Roman. We've seen him against Cody. We've seen him against people he shouldn't have been against.
But y'all want him. Everybody
out. Here's I don't know if there's a want. I think there's a point where like, okay, nobody likes him. This should help Jey out too, as being like an even bigger baby face. Because Logan Paul's gonna get booed no matter what move he does. We'll be like, ooh, then we're right back to boos. So I think this helps. It gives him I loosely say strong heel, but it gives him a good heel to go up against a good defense against a guy who's been pretty proven to, hit it out in the park when he's up to bat for these type of matches.
Yeah.
So as a Saturday night main event, sure, I'm cool with it. Bigger card, bigger other pay-per-view, we probably have a different situation. But I think it's a good move for Jey. I think it's a good move to have him against Jey.
Honey, would you like to comment anything on this match happening at Saturday night main event with the Logan Paul?
No, except for the fact that Jey Uso is gonna dog walk Logan Paul's ass up in there. We're not dealing with this, okay? We're not. You knocked him out twice, and you're not gonna get away with that a third time.
I'm just saying. he hasn't deserved any of the world title matches he's gotten.
No.
Okay, hold on.
But he's gonna give you a hell of a match too.
Hold on. Let's really talk about this.
And this is gonna get clicks, get eyeballs.
So again, let's talk about it.
It's a media thing too.
When you say deserving of a title shot, it's like, I think the question we have to ask is, what are the criteria of you deserving a title shot? Because if I'm one to say Rhea did not deserve a title shot at WrestleMania, you lost
True.
your rematch. You should not be in this match. But you're in this match because, one, people love you, you draw in tickets, and you're a big pop. And you deliver in the ring. Can that not be said about Logan Paul? He brings in dollars. He brings in a pop, even if it's in a pop of booing. We know he's a match in the win, yeah. And he's a big ticket draw. Why? Not just because it's like, are we penalizing him because he figured out how to draw in millions of people that was outside of wrestling?
Can't fault him for a lot of things, man. Like, it's a money match. Think about the eyeballs on this on NBC and Peacock on a Saturday night. Logan Paul, brother of Jake Paul.
No, of course. That goes without saying.
And that's the thing. You have millions of people that you'll get to tune into something. But not only that, I'm not going to fully put it on him, but you have a team that knows how to deliver when these moments come. Mm-hmm. Like having a drone follow you during your entrance for WrestleMania, knowing that's what they're using now.
Man, caught it.
Man,
did he catch it?
and caught it. And then put it on his prime thing.
That shit made me so mad. The fact that he caught it made me so mad. I'm just like,
but I'm like,
missed by a couple inches. And
I can't wait to see that on 2K next year.
Exactly. It's like, so it's just like when we talk about deserving, what are we talking about? And it'd be different if he was like a slouch in the ring. But like every time this guy gets better with every match that he gets, it's not like he's not learning from it. It's not like he's not improving.
And like, Will, that might be the pass I feel like I'm giving him in these situations too, because he's hit out of the park every single time against main faces, LA Knight, Roman, Cody, Rey Mysterio, for goodness sakes.
Yeah.
Like
these are people that you would normally go up against the grain with anyway when you're coming up. So that's why it's just like, again, I've always said this. I don't know him, so I'm not gonna say he's an asshole. I'm gonna just say he has the same qualities of what an asshole would be.
And that's what makes him. That's why this works.
But and also too, you have to respect what he does, because even though he seems like an a-hole, you can't say that he doesn't take this seriously. You can't say that he's just squandering his money to be able to get this. It's not like his brother who's fighting 50-year-old men that have to hold back from fighting him, because we all know Tyson would have knocked him the fuck out. Saw that he was holding back, which I don't give a fuck what nobody want to say. Tyson was definitely holding back. I saw his training to Paul's training. Like, bro, Jake, you'd have been on that floor if y'all didn't have all these rules to baby you.
Holy quickness.
You're not, but you're not. Yeah, but you're not getting this with Logan. Logan's not getting the baby route. Logan is being treated like if he were in the back. And I saw that with Kevin Owens' match. Like Kevin Owens dogged walk Logan Paul. Chops everything. It's like, nah, bro, I'm gonna put you through everything folks go through when they're in the PC, when they're coming up. Nah, you're gonna catch this lesson. Mm-hmm. And he's taken each and every single one of them and he's won with it. Like, if you think about it, outside of Dominic, this guy is the biggest heel right now.
Y'all, all right. Y'all know damn well y'all doing this because y'all want me to break. I'm not breaking.
No, I mean, I genuinely do believe, like, the things I just said about him. Like
No,
it's hard to refute at times.
I agree with it. And the only reason why I feel that way is because when I see him on the TV and I see and hear his smug voice and see him talking, and he has his all black with his shades on and the mic, and you see his build, he's definitely got the right build for an athlete. And I'm just like, God, I can't stand it. Like, but that's how I know it's working, because it's exactly like relatable to how I felt with the Miz in his earlier years. Could not stand the Miz at all. It was Team Randy throughout those times, but it was just like, God, this man, like, I can't stand him. I can't stand him. His music. I can't stand his look. I can't stand his face. I just want to punch him in the face. But you know what? That's how you know it's working. It means they're doing their job right.
You want to know how I can get Honey to break? I can get Honey to break off of this one line. Is Logan Paul not doing the same thing the Heartbreak Kid did? Just sit there and let that sit for a second and really think about that. Is this dude not the Heartbreak Kid right now?
You're going to have to explain.
The attitude he had, the way he walks down the ring, the way his confidence is about himself. Bro, if you take it back to a prime like Monday Night Raw, Shawn, him and Logan are right there with one another. Now, as far as in-ring performance go, absolutely not. Not saying that. And I want to make sure that's very clear. But personality and persona-wise, this man is fully pulling from the Heartbreak Kid right now. Because you know he was
just zip line down to the ring too, didn't he?
He was just as cocky and confident as the Heartbreak Kid. And if you weren't a Heartbreak fan, you couldn't stand Shawn Michaels, just like your favorite wrestler. You're the Bret in this situation right now.
I mean, like Jeremy said, you need an a-hole, man, and he fits that bill perfectly.
Logan Paul, not even on his best day, will be Shawn in the 90s. I'm sorry. I understand the comparison, but
that was it. Didn't say he was. Didn't say it was beating him.
No, but I'm just saying.
Am I wrong though?
No, you're not wrong.
So we shall see with the two of them. What kind of new fucking sound was that y'all pushing out in this fucking ambulance? I ain't never heard that sound come out like that. Hey, what the fuck was that? But we shall Lord, we shall see as more of the card for Saturday night main event continues to develop. But
okay, this was a hell of a way to kick off the show.
Yes. Backlash, the recap. We're here now.
I can't stand.
Yeah, Honey McDuck is not for this. She's not here for these shenanigans. Yeah, suppose on to Backlash. We got the recap, man. And to Deonne's point, great way to kick it off to set the bar for Backlash and the fatal four-way for the U.S. title. Jacob, Damian Priest, LA Knight, Drew McIntyre. And we also got a surprise here during this match. We also saw Drew and Damian continue to exceed their rivalry, almost basically taking themselves out of the match. And then it was just LA Knight and Jacob, and we saw returning Solo Sikoa and the premiere of Rhino's son, Jeff Cobb, here at Backlash. Thoughts on Jeff Cobb making his debut in the WWE? Was this the right move to introduce Rhino's son, or should it have been maybe done another way? Honey, let me get your thought as the tribal chief correspondent of Kayfabe.
I think it was a moment. It definitely was a moment. It was definitely a really great surprise. However, I needed a moment to sit with that. I mean, honestly, Jeff Cobb being the one to appear was probably one of the most memorable things. One of the most memorable parts and important parts of that match, but it kind of strayed away from all, like, I guess, the chaos that was transpiring between the Fatal 4-Way, because I could have easily done with just that match.
Mm-hmm.
No disrespect to Jeff Cobb, but you guys acquiring one of the hottest free agents, you need to break him in a different way. I'm not sure why he debuted with the Bloodline. I'm not sure if I clearly see the affiliation there or the team Bloodline, but in this case, I'm just trying to ride the waves of wrestling. Like, I'm not trying to be too nitpicky about everything, but it's just I thought it was a cool moment. But I feel like if you're gonna bring somebody like Jeff Cobb in a big way, and it's, you know, him making a debut in some sort of fashion, I would think it would need to be in a different kind of way, not so much affiliated with anyone. I would have thought that they would have pushed him solo. No pun intended.
Okay. Deonne, your thoughts, since Triple H has scared Honey into giving her full out opinion now with this, I'm just going to enjoy the ride. And we're like, man, Honey, that is not you. You got to tell us how you feel.
I've been enjoying the ride since The Rock told us to take the ride. He's saying that before Triple H even said it. So, but I don't know where The Rock is at. So I guess
no one does.
No.
Unfortunately. But anywho, I'm with Honey. I think I could have gone without Jeff Cobb appearing in this match. We'll see what he does with the Bloodline, or why Solo brought him in, which is odd. But we'll see what happens. Maybe Solo said he needs another enforcer. Jacob is getting a little too big for his britches. We'll say it that way. But in Solo's eyes, Honey, in Solo's eyes.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, what I'm just saying, like, it, like, just as in like a initial response to Solo, like, what did you think was going to happen? You're not doing anything.
He lost a lot of matches too. But anyway,
that's all he did do. All he was lose.
But with this one, I was like, I enjoyed this match. As soon as LA Knight's music hit, I was like, oh, this one's gonna be fun. Love that we kept Drew and Damian Priest going. I love the fact that we got a little bit more of that rivalry going past this, especially with Damian pulling the ref out and sort of FU and Drew at the time. So love that we got that. LA Knight seemed to have been in control, but we knew Jacob was going to probably finish that match. But I could have gone without the debut being this match, or even that Backlash. I know you need a big thing because you look at the rest of the card, like, it was pretty formulaic in what we sort of thought might happen. So this was like one of the only like surprises of the night. So I get that you needed something, but I am anxious to see, like, how does this tie into whatever this Bloodline story is still telling? Because in my mind, I thought we were done with that. Jacob is taking over. Solo leaves and you don't see him for weeks, or he pops up and he doesn't wrestle. So it's interesting to see where we go with it. I do agree with Honey too. I think you debut him a little bit bigger than this, because this isn't even I don't think he could insert himself into the biggest storyline of SmackDown, but this is like the next best spot for him, I guess, if he's looking to make some noise. United States title. I don't think he'll be in contention for that anytime soon, but puts eyeballs on him in a high-profile match. They even said on commentary, if you're not familiar with him, he's the biggest free agent, in wrestling. Or I even saw something I posted, if you know, you know. So I'm sure a lot of people have been looking up Jeff Cobb today to sort of help build that popularity over in WWE. But love the match. Yeah. Finish could have been better. I don't think you needed him. I don't think you needed him for this, but good to see him in the E. So we'll see where he goes.
Yeah, this was trash. It was trash.
The debut or the match?
The debut was trash.
Okay, because the match was hitting every
and it's not even his fault though.
No, but it was trash. This was not needed. This was not the place for you to do it. This was not the time to premiere Jeff Cobb whatsoever. Like, if you wanted to have this happen, it could have literally happened anywhere besides this match because of how well this match was going.
It was so good.
This is called all gas, no brakes. Even when you saw Jacob looking at him and he's like, who is this? Even when he won the match and was walking away, he was still looking like, yo, why y'all here?
Can't trust nobody now.
But I will get on the train of long storytelling because this gave a lot away thanks to the Jeff Cobb and how this happened. So I think it could have been better, but I get what the storytelling is set up because now we know what side The Rock is on. And he is definitely rocking with the Temu bloodline. So when we get Rock versus Roman and we hit Bloodline Civil War, he just gave away whose side he's on.
Oh, with
the new Pro shirt. Oh my!
Just the equations and stuff are going in Will's box right now. The Rain Man equations.
The Rubik's Cube shit.
Yep. And what you're seeing is
okay.
Jacob is going to be right in the middle. Jacob is the Hulk in Civil War. No one knows whose side he's on. Jake just by himself. He's like, I don't care what y'all do. I'm me.
Let the animals wipe themselves out. I'ma still be me.
That's going to be your middle piece. If we ever get a Civil War games, that's who they're going to be trying to battle to have come over.
Wow. Okay.
Man, that's
okay.
We still expect The Rock to be committed to this.
I pick up what you're throwing down.
Well, if you're talking about Cody's going to wrestle till he's 90 and main event all WrestleManias, this is definitely possible.
I'm just saying.
That's no people's nightmare.
I'm just saying, like, the stuff he did this year, the stuff he did last year that didn't really matter after WrestleMania of last year, it seems so disjointed since 40 for The Rock's motivation for anything.
Well, okay, so here's the thing we also got to keep in mind. The Rock is a very busy man. And the fact though, but there were several obstacles that came ahead of him that prolonged and changed this as well. Like he was not expecting to have to go do Moana reshoots and have to go over here. He wasn't expecting for, I think, one of his other movies to bump up in schedule and for him to have to go across the world to film it.
Scorsese movie, right?
Yeah. So and then even like with Smashing Machine, the Smashing Machine I think is coming out a little bit earlier too. So now they're getting ready for those press junkets. So there are a lot of things that like came in this obstacle to where it did slow this down. But like with you now kind of knowing your schedule a little bit more, now that we're knowing you're on the TKO board, we may be able to get, once this is handled, a little bit more of a stricter creative storyline involving the final boss where hell, like, and not to, boost ego or anything like that, you can kind of wrap your tour dates around where he's going to be at. So in that way, it's not that hard for him to travel and he can remain stuck to this story wherever he goes. But I think that's the reason why we had such a sporadic change with this, because his schedule changed so drastically. But I'm just seeing the pieces that's getting put together.
If we do get to that point, because I mean, Survivor Series is his pay-per-view essentially. Will be a great Bloodline Civil War deal there. So fingers crossed, man.
Yeah, shout out to Jacob Fatu for remaining the U.S. champion, man. No notes to you, sir. No.
Look at the picture, bro. He's so
America's Most Wanted.
America's Most Wanted, man. But now we move into a match that we knew would deliver. We were all wrong on our selections, but we had the Bird Lady going up against the Man, which gave us some hard-hitting women's wrestling.
Literally, that good old Irish.
And this was the scene as Lyra Valkyria retained her Intercontinental Championship with a potential broken nose. And we did not get a return from Bayley after the end of this match, and the man walking out disappointed. Now, let me ask y'all this question. After watching this match and everything we've talked about with Lyra Valkyria, are we on the Bird Ladies train now? Or does she still got work to do? Did this get her over with you as a fan? Honey, let me start with you.
Over is strong. However, this match was too damn good it's too good to be able to deny Lyra Valkyria of any credit that she deserves for being able to put on a good match with Becky. And they pretty much they could have taken it. This match easily could have taken it to a place where they tore the roof off, but I think they did just enough for it. Lyra was definitely selling.
She got the memo.
Yeah. At the beginning, I would have definitely acknowledged the crowd with the woos instead of just.
She meant business, man.
I know, but you still could have kept eye contact like that and just.
Can I ask a question real quick? Does she need to drop that? Because Will, I just counted. You called her Bird Lady like 4 times. Does she need to drop?
Nah, don't drop it.
That. Because I saw her come out last night. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I mean, maybe we could do something different than the full wings.
Nah, she's not embracing it. That's the problem. She's not embracing it.
Can anybody name top 3 Lyra Valkyria matches?
Her and
Becky. 2 that she had Becky.
Her and Roxanne Perez when Roxanne beat her, and then Lyra versus Tiffy.
We have that's what I mean, man. I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough call with Lyra because I want her to be able to get that push and be able to get that, because for some reason it was catching on really well in NXT. I understand, and the arena is a little different. The fans, they go really hard for theirs in NXT as well, but to be able to make that transition in the spot where the crowd really isn't familiar or as familiar as they should be, but how there can't be a third time where we rely on either a Becky or a Roxanne to be able to get you to this point where we have her to this point where we have her finally being able to showcase well in a match. Or to be able to connect with the crowd, because the match was phenomenal. We know Lyra can wrestle. It's everything else that still isn't clicking. But I mean, congrats to her. She was able to survive the big time, and Becky was not playing with her.
Nah, I don't. I don't disagree with you. She definitely came and brought it. She kept up with Becky, but she had already said, I'm the better wrestler than you. And in ways, she was kind of showing why she believes that. But like you said, the only thing really now missing is what makes you a superstar. You're a wrestler, but you need to be a superstar. Mm-hmm. I think that's the thing that
it's no easy feat.
It's no easy feat, but also, too, I don't think that they prepped her well enough to see that part. Because to be honest with you, she is no different than Becky when she started out.
Right.
This is in currently right now, this is NXT Becky Lynch, the last kicker. This is before Becky got the personality. This is before Becky understood how to talk on the mic. This is before Becky got the confidence in herself. Lyra seems like she's just happy and blessed to be here, and that she's going to keep working hard trying to get it rather than really taking her spot. And I think it is because of working with Becky, like we saw in this last promo, that you do finally start to get a little bit more of this personality. And even showing her fiance, during the match and everything, it's yo, you need more of that, but you need to embrace the superstar part. That's why I even brought up the thing with the bird wings. Fully embrace it. You should have had it to where you're looking straight at Becky, doing the wings and letting everybody do it with you.
I feel like take note, man. Take note. Case in point, Logan Paul ziplining. Find a way to come down on some wings and start flowing, man. Make people look at you. Make people like give a reason to get excited for you when you enter. Like you're a Valkyrie. You need
but again, you can hold that for the big ones. But I think right there with the storytelling you were just telling, show the crowd behind you just by this simple movement that you're doing. Mm-hmm. And then like even how she does it when she gets by the steps and comes and she poses. Girl, get on the top turnbuckle and do that.
It could be Finn Balor all over again.
Yeah, look up, let everything go black, and have that one spotlight on you where you're holding this up. Let some get them to have feathers fall down when you're around. Like,
yeah,
it's those things, but it was just like it's those small little details of her just doing. If she'd have just did this and let that crowd get behind you while she was walking out to Becky Lynch and just continuing staring at her. This is what let me know, okay, you're working on the superstar part. You're getting the fans behind you. Mm-hmm. But again, that is it's not an easy task, like Deonne said, and it is a sink or swim type of thing. So we'll see. But I definitely think this match should keep this rivalry, should keep going just a little bit longer because I want to get an I Quit match. Or a last woman standing match to see who's the best wrestler between her and Becky Lynch, and then we switch over to Becky versus Bayley. So hopefully we'll get that. But shout out to Lyra Valkyria for retaining her Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Cue Lady Olenna from Game of Thrones. In my Lady Olenna voice to Lyra Valkyria. You're a dragon. Be a dragon. Be what you are. Be that Valkyrie girl. Bring it out.
I don't know that reference because Game of Thrones was boring, but
we've had this conversation. But yeah,
I only watched season 1, so
I feel like you just watched the best one, and that was it.
I can't deal with y'all. Not even the best.
I stopped because Sean Bean dies and everything. I could.
Right?
I was like,
well, why you always dying? You know who do that? Him and Steve Carell. Like ever since he stopped doing The Office, I'm like, why are you dying in everything you're in?
I'm like, man, you died in this too. That's the only reason I watched the first season because he was in it.
That was it.
The reason why a lot of us watched, but we realized there was a bigger story at play.
Oh, like the red wedding. I was like, this it? You know how hype people were like, yo, wait till you get to the red wedding though. And I'm like, this it?
I watched The Walking Dead on Sunday nights around that time. So
I watched The Godfather of Harlem and Mob Family or Mob Life. Those get me hyped and revved. I can't believe I wasted all my time watching Game of Thrones to end it with a fight I couldn't even see. Like, is my TV not bright enough? Like, who fighting? Okay, I think I saw somebody die. Wait.
Only season 1 for me, so I have
let me pause.
I hated the ending, but I was a big fan of the show. The show actually came out on my birthday in 2011. So.
Had to get like that lady in the meme when I was watching it too. Or who's winning? Who's winning? I think them Targaryen people in there. No, that ain't okay. No, it's just one of them left. And then come to find out, her and Jon Snow are brother and sister, and they fucking. I'm like, all right, I don't.
Oh wow.
Oh come on, dog. You just.
I'm like, why are everybody out here fucking each other? That's brother and sister. Like, can we get some stuff during that time? I'm just asking. Even
House of Dragon has it. House of the Dragon has them.
Even a little more.
Well, more because they had still not enough. But
first of all, that's very unrealistic because we don't like to swim. So how is he the dude of the ocean? But okay, we got more backlash to talk
Next
about.
match.
Next match.
It's a great day for Black people of all races.
All races. Greatest thing. Never in the history. Aqualad for the first time, I was like, I think we made it. We got a little diversity up in here. Even Black Manta got a whole suit on, and he be down there like. I don't be over there too often. I don't be in Atlanta too often. You know what I'm saying? Like when I gotta go, I go. Most of the time, you can find me a job. Like I don't be in that water like that all the time. But man, we had the Intercontinental Championship on the line. Penta versus Dominic Mysterio. I mean,
that's the picture.
Do we need to say more with this match? Like,
you need to zoom in real quick on Finn and boom. Oh no.
you do not have options in the StreamYard.
I'm just saying that'd be funny. Like,
damn.
Because it's clear. Like
this match gave us everything, man. We got a great finish. We got El Grande pop up too. Like it's, and then just this picture alone, the storytelling with how Finn looks right now.
Yes,
that's the darkness, man. But then just a position of like Carlito on the other side. just ignorant. Just don't know. We're just blissfully happy. We did it.
Our truth. Happy to be here.
I'm here. We happy. We good.
I think the deeper irony is the fact that Finn is wearing a Latino Heat shirt.
Yes. He looked like the side chick that got to be out there, but no, he want more in the relationship, and thought he was gonna get more now that Liv doing the movie, and he's just like,
yeah, she's doing the movie. Dom's the champion.
Yep.
Shit's gonna go haywire now.
They're tag champions. They're like, yeah, Carlito's Carlito. Yeah. Like,
but I think this match was what it needed to be. Like, it's not nothing to like really jump and dive down a rabbit hole too deep. It was a filler match for the PLE, but it served what it needed to do, showing Dom's dominance as the greatest Intercontinental champion ever. And he's only been champion for 3 weeks now, and he's already the greatest of all time. Like
the greatest Mysterio, the greatest Intercontinental champion. Well,
I ain't called him that, man. That boy Guerrero. That's Dominic Guerrero for me.
Guerrero.
What if he decided to change his last name?
Listen. I keep saying it just to throw it out there. If Dominic watching this, bro, if you want the ultimate heel, turn yourself into a Guerrero. Call yourself Dominic Guerrero. Oh my God,
Judgment Day and make Vicky your manager. Piss everybody off.
I'm telling you, bro. Change your shit to Guerrero. I promise you, man. That would be like that would make Dominic the greatest heel of all time. He already there. Like when we think Mount Rushmore,
oh yeah,
Dominic Gusterio. I'm here for it though, man. But shout out to Dominic, man, for remaining the Intercontinental champion. Great match between him and Penta. Looking forward to what's next for Penta as well. Now, this match.
Can we don't and just say we did?
Can we just talk about though how unnecessarily long this match was? This match was way longer than it needed.
It's like what you put in the message. Like, why?
I'm not sure Pat.
Like what was it for?
I'm not sure Pat was getting some hints either. Like it was just, I don't know.
I did enjoy Michael Cole's commentary. It took me back to JR a little bit.
Yeah.
Him rooting.
Come on, Pat. Do it. Do it for your family. It's so over. Just pin him, Gunther. Just pin him. End this.
Just put him out of his misery. The man got a family. Like that sort of thing. It put me back in there.
End it.
I thought they were going to steal it, though. I thought they were really going to steal it from Gunther when Cole had his foot down.
But and then the fact that he didn't, I was like, y'all weak.
Michael Cole, what, 60?
They're 56. There wasn't no weaker moment between the both of them against Gunther when that happened. I was like, how you got his foot down, Pat on him, and he still kick out at 2? But this is my favorite scene right here. Put that man to sleep. But this is the question I do got to ask for y'all. Thoughts on this scene? Thoughts on this? Gunther showing respect to Pat McAfee.
When they were standing there, I said, like, oh, he wouldn't do that. There's no way he'll do that. But then he did it. And I'm like, it wasn't a handshake. It was just a, good job. Like, attaboy sort of thing.
Well, showed him respect because he did the.
Yeah. So, which is, I don't know, man. Gunther's supposed to be this colossal monster. I expected him to do that. Roll out of the ring, walk a little bit, turn back around, go in there, choke him again.
He hasn't been a colossal monster since 40.
No. And let me tell you why. This
I'm lying. Ever when he won the Intercontinental Championship.
But honey, this is who your hatred for Logan Paul should be centered to. Because this is the guy who don't take this shit seriously, and you got to allow your wrestlers to do this. This goes against everything Gunther stands for. All those botches you saw Pat McAfee doing in the ring, you don't see that with Logan Paul. If he would have gave this to Logan Paul, I would have gave that respect. This reminds me of the frat boy you trying to keep happy, because this scene was not necessary. Everything that you have built Gunther up to be, turned him into this war-raging, carnivorous general, showing respect to this dude that you done choked out several times. Why? Because y'all decided to extend this match. This should have been a dog walk from the beginning. It should have. He shouldn't have got no hits off of him. He shouldn't have had anything happen for him. This was not the look that y'all were looking to give, and you're doing it to please him because of the numbers that he's bringing in with this and USPN. And this is the type of shit that pisses me off. As much as people want to get mad at Logan, at least Logan take this stuff seriously. This guy could have really hurt himself in the ring. And we've seen that with several times. As much as Gunther had to carry this guy in this match, you're going to show him respect. Had this happened and then he put a boot to his face, would have been perfect.
That's what I was waiting for.
That's what I think we all were thinking.
That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah. And that didn't happen. I'm like, no, bro. Now this is what making a mockery out of wrestling. This is that example. I love Pat McAfee on commentary, majority of the time when he's not going too far with it. Yeah. But this stuff was ridiculous. This shouldn't have been no longer than 5 minutes.
I feel like this shouldn't have even been a thing. Like, why was this even a thing? It had no plot. It had no point to it. There was no result that was able, that there was just nothing, like no continuation of what possibly be. There was no payoff of nothing. This match really made me upset, more so for Gunther, because of course of everything, given everything you've said, and with his career and how long he's built into revamping this into being that prestigious wrestling sport. You know what I mean? And I'm not sure what's happening or what they're doing with Gunther.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You know exactly what's happening. This is his shovel the shit time.
I'm a little concerned about it. Why?
Because again, Gunther's never had it. Think about it. Everybody has their shovel the shit moment. John has had it. Randy has had it. AJ Styles has had it. Everybody has that in between time where you have to give back to the company, where you have to give back and show that you are doing it for more than just yourself. And that's what we're seeing with Gunther when it comes to this. Like, again, Pat McAfee mentioned it. 86% of Gunther's time, he's been a champion and has been an unstoppable champion. Rarely has Gunther been pinned throughout, I think, the 5 years, maybe more than 5 years he's been here. This is his shoveling the shit time. This is where we need for you to show us, like, hey, you could take an L, but you can also make somebody look good. And Gunther didn't do that. Gunther did that no problem. It's this guy that you're putting in the ring with it, where it's like, after watching this, it's like, hey, keep him in commentary. Maybe a Royal Rumble little stint.
I mean,
these matches, though, you need to stop that.
Yeah. I feel like we're past the prime of allowing him to have these matches. If you didn't capitalize it on it, then when you got hit with Adam Cole in NXT and you didn't continue from there, you have no business being back in this ring. You just had a child, bro. You have a family that you need to be home for and take care of, and you're doing just fine making that money on your own platform and your own brand and working for ESPN and working for the WWE. What more do we need here? What was the point? Where was the satisfaction for Pat McAfee? I get it. You're a wrestling fanatic. You're a supporter of the business. Understood. But this did nothing for you.
No, it did. Oh, no. It did plenty. No, that I disagree. It did plenty because you got to think about it. From a frat boy standpoint, it's the CM Punk effect. CM Punk does not win matches. CM Punk gets his ass whooped, then overcomes. Or if he doesn't, I tried and I gave my heart to it. And people love him for that. This is what we're going to see with Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee is going to be on his show showing that I did not tap out to Gunther. I took chops from Gunther. I went toe-to-toe with Gunther. That is going to put all these frat boys so over. Like, yeah, man, Pat McAfee for the people, man. This is our guy, man. This is the dude that did it. Why, though? Just so we can get that? Just so he can go back and brag? Just so he can say these on ESPN and that brings in more people to the WWE? Okay, that's fine. But has anybody ever stopped just for 1 second and think, is this the audience that we want to target? Are these the people that we want to so focus or cater to that we lose sight of who we're trying to aim and please, which is a general thing? Because again, I don't want nobody to feel excluded or anything like that. But it's like when you start making it to where we're focusing on these things and you start to see the flaw in them. No heavyweight champion deserves to go through this and have to work with this. Like, for God's sakes, like even AJ Styles, when he had to go up against James Ellsworth, at least it made sense and we knew what it was for. It's like, okay, we get it. AJ Styles.
It was somewhat entertaining. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we get it. He has to shovel the shit now because he's another one that spent majority of his WWE career with the title. So now we have to see kind of that, okay, that deterring point. But this one prime example right here of this photo of him showing respect, no problem, Cindil, you showed up. That's all that matters. But the fact of him doing this, I'm like, nah, bro, that's disrespectful. I don't know if Gunther decided just to do it on his own. I don't know if he was told to do that. But this is not something where I think, okay, for a guy who literally fell several times, tried to hop the ropes, got caught up with them Jordan. First of all, ran the wrong shoes to the ring because why the fuck you got on Jordan 11s going to the ring? Every time he tried to do a suplex and you reverse, you could not land on your feet properly. When you went for that super suplex, you almost fucked that up. So clearly this is not somebody who is taking it seriously in the ring, but just relying on his athletic ability to be able to do shit. That's a disrespect to this industry. That's a disrespect to the people that watch this. And that's an endangerment to Gunther in that match just because you want to appease the frat boy audience that he talks to.
I would love to know how this was pitched, though. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's 20 days after WrestleMania. We got to put something together.
Come on, bro.
That makes sense.
There's no comparison.
Champion versus champion.
Cody wrestles. Cody is
and he was a champion at the time too.
And champion. Like that.
Yeah.
This just felt out. We can say everything. This just felt out of character. We just saw him choke out a bloody Big Jim a month ago. Like, that's the monster that they built up to be. They built Gunther to be.
Right.
Why would he show respect to this? Isn't like a Jeff Hardy Undertaker thing either, because they're wrestlers. They're in there every week. They do this for a living every single day, every single week.
Mm-hmm.
This makes no sense character-wise. We talk about story, we talk about character work. the entire time we're on here mostly, this doesn't fit. Because we all expected him to maybe choke him out, do something else to him. So we were like Goldberg's music hit or something like that. We were expecting so much more at the end of this.
Yep.
And we were like, let's get through this to get to the end of this. And maybe this puts McAfee on the shelf for football season, for college football season, but it's only May. But I don't know. It seemed so out of character, man. I didn't like it.
Yeah. I was like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. And I'm just like, okay, if that's what we're doing, I hope this is really the end with you doing this. I hope this ends that and you let Gunther move on, because I never want to see nothing like that again. And I'm like, Pat, if you're not going to take being in the ring seriously, not just relying on your athletic ability, stay out the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Stay out of that ring. If you are not finna put in the effort like you see a Logan Paul put in, or even like you see a Bad Bunny put in, because when Bad Bunny wrestled, Bad Bunny didn't have no botches.
Bad Bunny down there at the PC.
Not
one. He knew what to do. He knew where to be. He knew what his wheelhouse was. The man hit a a Latino, a Mexican destroyer on the outside of the ring. Your ass can't even jump over the damn top rope without getting your big ass feet caught in there and stumbling. This ain't for you. You need to stop having that big brash attitude like I can do anything and I'm going to come in here, go dogs, go this. No, this ain't the place for that. Go do that with boxing. Go put some gloves on and you can go do that. Over here, don't do that. I don't care how much your dream is to be in the ring, bro. If you're not going to take it seriously, this was a waste of time. This was a waste of 14 minutes. And this was a waste of a world heavyweight champion having to shovel the shit just so you can appease him and his brand dollars.
We could have had another women's match or something up in here too. Like
at anything. Like again, I still push for it. I know it happened on SmackDown. This would have been great to have that tag match with Alina, Alexa, Chelsea, and Piper. Yeah. And Alexa Bliss come back, all the pop she would have got.
Yeah, this could have been filled by something else. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Or to Bose's point, we could have had Tiffany and Queen Nia run it back.
Yeah.
So, but on to a match we did care about. One last time.
High five. High five. High five.
John Cena, Randy Orton, Backlash St. Louis. It was attitude adjustments, RKOs, getting delivered.
So many RKOs.
That man was delivering it like Oprah was delivering cars. You get RKO. You get RKO. You get RKO. Everybody gets an RKO.
My heart kept stopping. I'm like, dude, take it easy. This is overload. This is overkill. Neck. Hello. Like,
can we appreciate just his stamina and makeup, because he get up, boom, get up, boom, get up every for 5 times. Hurricane. You know what's coming, man. Get out of there.
5 times.
Like come on, this match was okay. I won't.
He made
Will,
me,
I'll get back to you.
He made me get up for me to take one. Am I next? Am I next? There, my fault. Shit. I thought everybody was in line. Oh, I'll take one. Shit, fuck it. I'll take RKO.
No.
Oh man. But I gotta know for y'all, did the match do what it was supposed to do? Did it deliver like it needed to deliver for it to be the last time between John Cena and Randy Orton?
Honey, you want to go?
Sure, I'll go. It absolutely was what it needed to be. It was great. You can always rely on these two to just carry a good match and tell a great story in the ring. We've seen their story play out many, many times and grow into something that we never thought it could. And now, both of them being future Hall of Famers in their own right, they just continue to, show that they could still go. And being 2025 with the roles reversed and, seeing Cena, be the antagonist in this, it was just really, really, really cool. Randy Orton did his part. It was really awesome. All the RKOs was absolute madness. After a while, I was just like not understanding what was happening, but I was like, I don't care. This match is great. And it just seemed like it started like early in the night. Because remember, Will, you had texted us, you're like, is it me or is this PLE moving fast? Like, and it's still early, So they made sure to give Cena and Randy enough time to be able to give us that show that we know that they could put on. And it definitely delivered what it needed to deliver. Great match for them. It's unfortunately the end of an era of in a certain kind of way, because it could potentially be the last time that we see Randy Orton and John Cena in the ring ever again.
That's it. One last time. That's
what it was called. One last time. Yeah. Well, yeah. So in that case, that's it. That closes that chapter. But
we got once and twice in a lifetime, though. So
that is true.
You're still young.
That is true. But I think man, if you have a book of wrestling, you'd be able to tell a great story with John Cena and Randy stories alone, and their chemistry and relationship in the business as they grew.
Sandil said, I think the vibe hit Cena fits this Cena's run. You're meant to hate this entire thing. That's why they gave us Travis in his first. We were meant to be disgusted. First of all, I'm so glad Travis Scott did not come out. But I remember that camera angle where John looked up and was like, I was like, yo, if Travis Scott music hit, I will shut this shit off. I will go back to watching 4 seasons on Netflix. I refuse to watch him come out again. But he didn't. He didn't.
But this was a good one. If this is their last time, I think this was a good one because the roles were reversed. Like, I think that's what makes it so unique from the other time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we have what match that stands out within their history together. Cena's playing a heel, man. Like, the fact Cena takes powders every now and then, walks the floor, then decides to get back in, plays like he's going to leave. He's never wrestled like this before. I don't even think his Thugonomics role was like this, the early Thugonomics. But I think Cena's doing a really good job at being a heel. Randy Orton came to, man, he showed up last night. Like, he shows up a lot, but for that one,
Randy,
hometown,
Randy came out to play last night.
He was ready last night. Ready.
It was like the neighborhood was like, can Randy come outside? And he was outside.
Here he is. Here I am. But no, this was a good one. I love the ending. A lot of ref bumps. Chad Patton taking steel stairs to the head. Would have never happened on Lil Nate's watch. That's what I'm just saying. But
title shot to the head too.
Right.
Not on Lil Nate's watch, man.
Nah.
But this was a good one. I loved it.
I mean,
let's cross our fingers, y'all.
Listen.
Refer back to our episode, guys. We had a whole episode where we fantasy booked John Cena's retirement year. Check that out, man. So far, we're on a good track.
Y'all are better than I am. I went complete left because I want another route, man. Another universe is a great route.
That's right.
He took the bougie I can't stand John Cena route because he beat Cody. He was like, he's not going to beat Cody for championship.
Yeah, it's like
I didn't say that. I was thinking there'd be a better story if he won like the Money in the Bank too. He could still. Here's the thing. What if he entered the money? Never mind. We'll save that for later. But
no, that'd be. Hey, listen.
I'm still to ruin wrestling. His goal is to ruin wrestling. How does he ruin it?
I'm still
becoming Mr. Money in the Bank too.
I'm campaigning for 18th, and he shake his own hand. I cannot wait. I want to see that so bad. I want to see that happen. We
had our truth too. I forgot.
See, there we go. We was right into it, man. Let's talk about it. The man who could potentially stop the heel run of John Cena.
That's what according to Kayfabe Podcast. Just saying.
He's gonna bring him back to the light.
Hey, listen. It's seeming like it, man. It seemed like we got something here, bro. Like, for those that don't know, R-Truth also, who is a huge fan of John Cena. That's his childhood hero, even though he's 10 years older than him. But that is his childhood hero. He also came out, took a RKO from Mr. Orton himself as well for interfering in the match. After in the press conference, John, of course, with John Cena retaining his title, R-Truth comes, chats with him, says something to Cena that rubs him the wrong way, and gets an attitude adjustment at the post-show backstage press junket. And John Cena walks off.
No more questions.
Deonne, what's your takeaway from this?
If Truth is gonna go up against his hero, his childhood hero, I'm picking up what Honey's putting down because I'm on board for it. And can I just say this? I think the press conferences should be more like this anyway. I say 2 to 3 real questions, and then we insert storylines. Like we tell them whatever is next, if they even know what's next for them, sort of teasing that, or a new competitor comes out. Hey, I couldn't get your attention anywhere else. I'm here at the post show. What now? Like use it to build more stories too. I think that'd be really dope. So this works for me. I mean, they're gonna be dressed exactly the same when they wrestle. I think that's gonna be hilarious, and it gives Truth another main light because he's had a really good year, man. Like a good year and a half, kind of.
Yeah.
And I think being one of John Cena's opponents on the way out, or even bringing him to the light to bring him back to it, Truth can play a big part here, man. I'm looking forward to it. I like when they put R-Truth in situations like this that show him they spotlight him a lot more. But no, I want my post-show press conferences to be this. I think this is a fantastic utilization of them.
I got to throw this out here. Because I'm seeing it different now. Sindil put it up. Can you imagine if we get a WWE Undisputed Champion Ron the Truth Killings? Let me show you why that's even more possible. R-Truth is going to win Money in the Bank. And R-Truth is going to lose the briefcase. Not in a match. He's generally going to lose it and don't know where it's at. He has no idea where he put it. And that's going to run all the way through until he finds it and cashes in on John.
That would be so good.
And this is where also, too, you break it to where it's like, yo, let him really show who he is. And it's like, yo, I'm cashing in on you. And it's announced, not sneak in. It's a straight announced, and it's R-Truth John Cena versus. Leaves it in the cap. I'm telling you, yo, like that would be the funniest shit.
But it makes sense because Cena did the same thing. He told him, who was it? Like, I'm cashing in here.
Yeah. I would love for R-Truth to do that. If R-Truth do that, and because again, if you think about it, I've said it before, John Cena is just a white R-Truth. You would not have what you have if it wasn't for Ron Killings. And if there was ever a time that Ron Killings could become WWE champion, like the thing is, it's like too, it's not just the comedic side. It's the whole embodiment of what, like this would culminate over 10 years of what R-Truth has been building. Because if we're really sitting at it, no one is mad or saying hell no to seeing R-Truth hold that WWE title.
No one would be upset about that.
No one would be upset. Do you know how much could be pushed if he became the undisputed WWE champion? And that's Cena's last match.
Well, they announced his last match is going to be in Boston, right? Like TD Garden in Boston. So hometown, essentially.
And who better than R-Truth? Who better than R-Truth?
I think he'd win it on a Saturday and drop it on a Monday. Like that's how I would feel it would happen. Or he loses the title somehow too. No more championship, no more championship. I don't know. He lose it quickly.
I don't think you have to. If I'm just being honest with you, I think you could give R-Truth a solid 6-month run as champion.
Oh man, and have him finish out. Cena still got about 25 dates, right?
No, I'm saying if you make him the last match, Cena's last match.
The last one, okay.
If you let that be Cena's last match with him for the title, or again, even if it's something for the title at any time, and that's who gets it. Like because again, if you think about it, who do we drop the belt to? It's on his way out, yeah. Like I think it would be the best thing because again, we could say CM Punk, we could say a Randy Orton, we could say any of these people, we could say a Miz, any of these people. Yes, they could beat John Cena and get this championship, and we'd be excited for it. But he's the one person out of all of them that share the same exact thing, except having that title. Everybody else we would cheer for. We'd be glad to see Randy hit 15. We'd be glad to see Miz get another championship. The pop CM Punk would have being a world champion. But we remember when R-Truth climbed for them tag team titles at WrestleMania and how everybody was on their feet. Bro, R-Truth defeating the greatest of all time, the person that stole your whole style and benefited off of it for 25 years, and this is how they finally pay you back the fruits of your labor. That's full circle. That is long-term storytelling. That should get WWE a fucking Emmy. If Ron Killings becomes the WWE champion.
I would love to see that.
He deserves his Coffee Mania moment. He fucking deserves it.
Honey.
I'm just bursting at the seams.
Okay. That's what I thought.
The seams because I'm just like, like it's right there in fucking front of you. It's written that like this is all the I feel like being Will Smith next to this picture and a bigger on my wall and just going right here. Your last match. Everybody get ready for it. I've been saying it for weeks. I've been saying it for a couple months, actually. There's no better time than to act on that, especially with now that you have this. And we're in Backlash. So we're aftermath of WrestleMania, pivoting into SummerSlam, going into the end of the year for John Cena. With that moment happening last night, the minute I saw Truth in that post, in that press conference, I was like, stop it. I was like, something's brewing. I was like, something's going to go wrong. R-Truth is going to change up his whole shit. He's going to be like, you can't meet your heroes. I need to stop John Cena because he's ruining wrestling. This isn't him. Or he could turn around and just say, that wasn't him. He didn't mean it. Whatever, something like that. But this is the perfect time to capitalize on the real story at hand here. Everything that Will just said, guys, and everything that I've been saying, if you look, as I said before, if you go back to that episode where we talk about Cena's year, I do say R-Truth should be the one to end Cena's retirement year, as well as to be the one who dethrones him and takes that championship off of him, because that's something that I know everyone will love. R-Truth has been the gift that has kept on giving, even to the point where people were stealing his swag. And the very man who did it, what better way, as Will said. It's completely full circle. It's a perfect story. And not for nothing, with a tear in my eye, I will be a happy camper to see and hear the crowd chant 1, 2, 3 for R-Truth.
See them explode, yeah.
His moment, and I will be utterly and extremely excited and just happy. I will be happy, and it would be perfect. Like, you want to talk about a perfectly written story, it's just as good as the end of an era. It's just as good as telling the bloodline story. It's just as good as Undertaker, and Kane being brothers. It's just as good as all these stories that we're currently telling right now. This one right here, though, is the real gem. You can't tell me not one person in that building will not be smiling like he's hard. And that
smiling. It ain't gonna be smiling.
Title, and he's like, and with the music, what's up is playing, like, and that man deserves a mosh pit of a celebration. Everybody need to get out. Gorilla and the roster and the locker room, everybody get your ass in that ring and celebrate with that man, because R-Truth is going to be your undisputed.
I'll cry.
I will dead cry. I will
cry. You gonna see me with the Jesse Jackson.
Yeah. It might be the ugly cry for me. It might
be a straight ugly cry.
It might be
gave it to my boy.
For me, it might be the ugly Danny Glover cry. I'm done.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I would be absolutely done. But it's the perfect moment right here to capitalize on that story.
Yeah,
Hunter.
Oh, look! Now she giving it out. Now she not just sitting here sitting back like, this is what you do. This what you do. And it set it up like it's just in the back, brewing up. You can still have our favorites going for that title, but just let that be brewing up the whole time. So, But overall, what would y'all rate this Backlash on a scale of 1 to 10 real quick? Deonne, scale of 1 to 10, this year's Backlash.
Yeah. I mean, first two, man, all of them except for like the Pat and Gunther one. It was a solid show, even if you take that one out. So I enjoyed it. Maybe I'm about to give it 8. I enjoyed it. It's not a great. I give it 8.
Honey,
I'm gonna say 6. I'm gonna give it a 6, only because I was left with more questions than answers, and certain things could have been placed differently or done differently. And the 14 minutes I'll never get back. So
I'm gonna go with Deonne, and I'm gonna give it an 8 just because of the John Cena match and the opening match. I think the fillers between them did what they were supposed to do, again, outside of the Gunther and
McAfee
match. Yeah. But I give it an 8 just because I'd say I enjoyed it, especially what it is leading to. So it did what it was supposed to. So I give it an 8. But the 8 really is because of the last match. That was what gave it. Otherwise, it'd have been a 7. So, but we've also been talking about Money in the Bank. So since we are about to start hitting that road to Money in the Bank, of course, we got to get through Saturday night main event. And then, of course, I think the draft, if it is coming up, not sure when they're going to schedule the draft to start. But I wanted to, get the Money in the Bank rolling. So we're about to play everybody's favorite game on here. One has to go.
Oh, sorry. I started the theme music.
We have theme music for this one. I'm sorry, Patrick. We don't have theme music or we will.
Yeah. To answer your question, Tetsuya D-Wise, yes, we did. We did talk about it. Make sure you run it back after you finish hanging with us.
Yeah. You can go hear everything we had to say about Rhino's son in this. So, but our today one has to go.
Great. I'm scared.
Money in the Bank cash-ins.
Okay. Let's see.
But there's a little caveat to this. The one you pick has to go erases all title reigns that they had after this cash-in.
Oh, what? Oh, wow. Oh, shit.
Easy.
You know what?
Easy.
Let me put it up on the big screen for everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say straight. Whoa.
Wow, of course it doesn't take out the layout. Great job. StreamYard. Good job, StreamYard. Good job. Our
easy money.
Here's You got Dean Ambrose, Money in the Bank 2016, RVD's ECW One Night Stand cash in, Randy Orton at SummerSlam, Bailey's Money in the Bank cash in, Edge's New Year's Revolution cash in, the first cash in ever, Liv Morgan's Money in the Bank cash in, Dolph Ziggler getting the World Heavyweight title, Heist of the Century, and then CM Punk first cash in, which he cashed in on Edge. So we have those for us today. Let me get us back here. Pop our overlay back in. Boom. So not only we're going left to right, we're going up and down as well. So let's start with the first row. Well, first of all, because it's Mother's Day and Deonne took care of her mother today. Deonne, I'm going to let you decide. Are we going left to right first or up and down first?
Let's do left, right.
All right, left, right. No hesitation. We quick off the cusp. Deonne, in this first row, Dean Ambrose, RVD, Randy Orton.
Dean Ambrose.
Damn, that's crazy. That means that's all of his title runs.
Cool.
Okay. Honey?
Dean Ambrose.
All righty then.
Cut that out.
Deon.
You go full house him like that? Well, there you go. There you have it. All right, next row. Bailey, Edge, Liv Morgan. Remember, this Money in the Bank really solidified Bailey's championship reigns. This is Edge's whole new career.
Yeah.
This is the start of Liv Morgan leading to her revenge tour and really catapulting Liv's career as a solo star.
This is a bit of a tough one because Liv's is most recent too.
Mm-hmm.
We did get Bailey's win last year at Mania. But I can't do that to my favorite horsewoman. Liv's out of here.
That's wild. That's wild. We getting rid of the Liv Morgan tour. Okay. Honey.
Bye, Bailey. That's it.
No notes. Okay. We're going to the third row. Dolph Ziggler.
Give yours for any.
I didn't say I had to participate in this.
Okay.
We all ask each other's.
Okay.
I guess because he did it, so I guess whatever.
Okay, I can do it. Goodbye, Dean Ambrose.
Come on, that Bailey elbow drop, man. Winning championships.
Peace out, Edge.
Oh,
ain't no way, Will. Ain't no way. Will.
Wow.
The dude's like 11-time champion, ain't he? No true rated R superstar.
Listen, I ride with Liv. I'm being biased. Fuck, I ride with Liv. I'm not getting rid of Liv's whole career right now. Liv is killing it. Liv is the greatest single white female in WWE in the last 10 years. That girl told us she going on revenge and she did it. She took the championship
and everybody thought she was
the group. I'm like, yo, what? Yeah, yo, the girl is a survivor. Like
she shut that Mid Morgan shit down.
I'm telling you, like, yo, that's Edge right now. The ultimate opportunist is Liv Morgan.
True.
So I'm getting the same run, and she is way easier on the eyes to look at. I still get Edge's music. I will still get Edge to have his moment. So, peace out, Edge. Your cash in can go.
Wow.
I'm sure you'd become a champion either way, but if I had to decide. On to the third list. Dolph Ziggler, World Heavyweight Champion, made his career to put him in the world title picture. Seth Rollins, Heist of the Century. CM Punk, first cash in, made him be considered as a world champion. I think this is really where we started to see the voice of the voiceless and look into this is where Cult of Personality kicked off. Which one goes?
Ziggler.
Yeah, peace out, Ziggy.
That's cold. That's a cold piece of work. That's cold piece of work.
That's his only title.
Only title run. What else did he do after
this? Yo, I swear this man had 2 title runs.
Wait a minute.
I could have sworn he had 2 title runs.
Wait. I think you're right.
Everybody says that he only had it once. I'm like, bro, I swear I seen this dude win this belt twice.
It should have been him.
So
he was a world heavyweight champion twice.
I'm about to say, I knew it was twice. Sendil, to answer this question, didn't even want to risk putting EO up here because I'm not messing around with her cash in because that's something you don't get rid of. That's why she's not in here. We don't do that to EO.
My thing with Ziggy is like after those 2 title runs, what else was there? What else did they have him doing? Nothing. Like they didn't do anything.
What? This man got the 3rd greatest intercontinental championship run.
Okay, but we're talking about the Money in the Bank.
Wait, you said the 3rd?
Yeah, it's Chris Jericho, The Miz, and then Dolph Ziggler. Chris Jericho has the most title reigns, and then Miz, and then Dolph Ziggler.
Oh well, okay. Well,
so this is all title reigns or all world titles?
All world title reigns.
Okay.
Yeah. So Ziggler. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not complaining. I picked Ziggler too. I'm just
okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Ice of the Century versus
Ice of the Century
personality beginning. Tell me.
I don't know if I could do that because I love CFO. But he still had the long hair too. Like nobody.
This is when Cult of Personality started kicking off. Right here. Yeah. This is the start of it.
As much as I enjoyed This Fire Burns, I love Cult of Personality all the same.
Yeah.
They had it in his Didn't we just see it in his WrestleMania trailer? Mm-hmm. Didn't they bring that song back for that one? Okay.
Yeah, and then they switched over to where he started being this new one. Yeah. All right. So now let's go top to bottom. To the left, Dean Ambrose, Bayley, Dolph Ziggler.
The 3 that we took out.
I didn't take out one.
Well, no, I'm that one. I
didn't take out the number 1 horsewoman.
Please. Not number 1, but anyway.
You go first just because of that.
I will. I'm thinking these 3. Ziggy.
Dang.
Still Ambrose for me.
Sorry, Ziggy. Please don't kill me.
I'm going with Ambrose on this one.
Yeah, just same for me.
Because I still remember that moment when Ziggler won the World Heavyweight Championship and Big E and AJ Lee was there. Like that was a moment. That was a hot beyond belief.
I don't even remember Dean Ambrose's cash in.
I do. It's Seth Rollins.
Oh, was that night? Oh, okay.
He went against Roman.
That was it. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, the fact that I don't even remember his cash in should say a lot. Yeah, Dean Ambrose, man. You know what?
Come on, honey, spill the tea. What you over there laughing about?
Go ahead. Go first. Go first.
Erasing from the rest of the history after that date.
We went already.
Yeah. Have you not been listening?
It's literally back on you.
Oh. No, on the next.
No, well, we want to know what you laughing at.
I need a moment. I just got to get these giggles out for a second. Let me get it out.
Well, Giggle McHoney is over there getting her stuff out. Second row, RVD, Edge, Heist of the Century. Yeah, now this one tough. This one's tough right here.
It's probably the most difficult one.
Oh, that one night stand, man.
Against John Cena, Edge taking him out, becoming the new ECW and WWE champion. Kicking off the Rated R Superstar and the Heist of the Century.
All right. Well, should I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to be biased on this one. Bye, Seth.
I'm about ready to go. You ready to go?
I don't want to hear that. Cody every day, every freaking year till he's 90. Don't even.
I love, oh man, Edge and Cena, not Edge and Cena, RVD and Cena. That's iconic, man. But so is Edge's first cash in. The very first cash in.
That's why it's hard for me to take those out.
And RVD had a short run with that title where he should have been, he shouldn't have he got in trouble. Seth, you see that on playback every WrestleMania.
Ice of the century.
RVD's got to go. It's very similar to Ziggler.
Well, yeah, I get
After
it.
that,
there was nothing much, yeah. And what I was gonna say was, if Deonne didn't grab this damn briefcase, he wouldn't have won by a half point.
Oh, good. The Shield debate.
If Dean didn't grab this briefcase, he would.
Deonne. I was like, what? Why was Deonne climbing the ladder?
No.
Hey, where was you in Money in the Bank, Deonne? Wait a minute. Telling us.
I'm showing up to Royal Rumbles like Truth and climbing ladders.
Right. I was like, were you a ref and just didn't say shit? He was like, I'm in now, baby. All-Star FanDuel.
Got the contract.
RVD can't be one you pick here because he started the entire Edge run in this title one, validated the entire ECW company. Exactly. That's why, once again, Edge, peace out. RVD at one night. So you gotta remember, bro, this is during the time when ECW was beefing with WWE.
Yeah.
They did not want that championship to go there, bro. That storyline
was good. I get it, but
you had RVD, you had fucking Paul Heyman, John Cena coming in hated. I'm talking about
hated.
Like they didn't know, like they was like John Cena don't know what to do with this crowd. Like, yo, it was a moment you had to see. Edges, be honest with you, I don't remember that cash in like that.
I remember it. I remember being shocked.
It was after an elimination chamber. Cena retained.
No, this is when they changed the beginning years PLE and they made it in the New Year's Revolution.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was still an elimination chamber match, wasn't it? Cena just finished up.
I could have sworn it was a chamber match.
Oh yeah, you might be right again because I don't know. All I can remember is when he came out, he had all of that fog shit on his leg and in his chest. I'm like, oh, you walked into that horribly. That's all I remember.
You just gotta think about what it gave us, man. Like it. Okay. Next line.
Yeah, they just said it was Elimination Chamber. Randy Orton, Liv Morgan, CM Punk.
Okay, this is Randy Orton 2013. How many championships had he gotten up to that point?
I think he was at 13, actually. Oddly enough, he was 13. No, I think it was 12. Because I remember he won it separately when he took it off of I think Roman, and then the one when he beat John to become the double champ.
Yeah, that whole authority Randy Orton just didn't. I don't remember much of it. Not much memorable things. I felt like he was out of place in that. Liv again, her tour, and then CM Punk. Randy's got 13 already. Randy Orton can go.
I'm in the same boat. Randy.
Because I didn't like his authority run, man. I didn't like that at all.
It's not a memorable cash in either. Like it went well with a story that led to somebody else's stuff, not you. It was kind of like you being a pawn in a bigger story. Like this didn't spark up your next dope title reign. It was just kind of like, hey, here's a caveat for you being with us. For Liv, it was like, yo, this is us being able to potentially see her as a women's world champion. This is the beginning of the CM Punk that we know now. It's like Randy's was okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't miss it.
Damn near forgot.
Damn near.
Pass me the scissors and let's keep cutting. Randy's got to go.
Well, we're glad you made one right choice today.
Listen, I made my choice, okay?
Yeah, at least you made one right choice today. But ladies and
Two trains in a boat. Caught them all.
hop on it and give us your decision on which one of these had to go as far as money in the bank cash-ins. Well, we're going to jump into our final segment before we get up out of here because, of course, it is Mother's Day. And we wanted to find some kind of way to celebrate the moms in WWE. And so I came up with a few scenarios for Best Wrestler 2. Now, these are the wrestlers who are moms. We're going to be using this in the categories for this. So the first one I had was the best dress mom.
Ooh.
Who would you consider to be one of the best dress moms?
I mean,
I'll even throw it out there, and I would say I would consider Nikki Bella as one of the like best dressed moms because she always comes star-studded out. Or even a Jade Cargill.
that was my pick.
Okay.
But I was almost close to Bianca too because she has a stepdaughter.
Yeah, she's still considered she was still if she can celebrate Mother's Day.
I'm giving it to Bianca.
If you,
She's been flawless every single week.
and of course, and kudos to Bianca. However, if you're talking to me about best dressed mothers lately, and I find myself scrolling through her Instagram a lot because she has really good aesthetic with her looks, Carmella
Carmella would be killing it as far as getting dressed. I
would be killing her looks, especially her maternity looks as well.
Yeah, she's wore a couple of things. I was like, dang, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, yo, she killed it with this. I'm not even going front. This was a dope outfit she had on. So, but anybody else you can think of that are mothers that you would put in this list, or is that probably the top 3 we can think of?
Maybe little Trish.
Yeah, I can see it. Now this is I was about to say this too.
Maurice. That's a good one.
Oh yeah,
Maurice.
Oh, big time Bex. Bex is,
Is it best dressed though, or is it ridiculously dressed?
It's not ridiculous. It's drama. It's art.
That was a great rebuttal. Honey.
We need to clip that actually too. That was drama. It's like, like I'm thinking about, like in White Chicks. It's so beautiful. It's so bold. It's so brilliant.
The way her shoulders came up when she did it. It's drama. That was so great.
Randy Orton pose and shit,
All right. So our next category is going to be best prom mom. I don't know why this was the image I picked, but like that prom queen mom, that one that go all out to get ready for her kid for prom, is gonna make sure when she go there, her stuff is fit, is ready to go, glorious like.
Ooh. I know.
You could just say it, honey.
I know, I was just being silly. Queen Charmel.
Queen Charmel, I'm seeing it. I'm digging it. I'm digging that.
and this is mom to best dressed for prom, right? Like kids
Like
go
you
out,
said, just like all around, like them prom moms. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the ones that's gonna participate, that's gonna make sure the prom is fly, gonna make sure her dress is dope, make sure that she got
Bianca again for me, but I don't want to go
Bianca again.
Yeah, I'm feeling either Bianca.
If she's in charge of making her kids look fly to go to a prom or do anything, I'm gonna trust her 100%.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go with Stephanie McMahon as well. Also, I would say Kelly. I think Kelly would definitely be one of them prom moms that got everything dope, making it look really cool. I think Vicky Guerrero too. I think Vicky Guerrero is probably top for me for prom moms. I think she's the one, like, she gonna make sure every
overbearing, annoying ass pageant mom.
but it's gonna come out fly. That's gonna be a prom you not gonna forget.
Yep.
It's gonna be a prom you do not forget. I'd even say Mickey James. I can see Mickey James being like heavily involved in like her kids' prom.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see Brie Bella too, like helping Birdie get ready and stuff like that.
Definitely.
Kind of participating in what the prom gonna be, eco-friendly and stuff.
Brie would be like the sponsor at the prom. She'll be like the parents that is helping support it.
Yep. Candace Michelle. Candace Michelle would be another one too.
Even Maurice fits this one too.
Yeah, Maurice. You know who else? Candace LeRae. I could see Candace LeRae being the person that also would do that for her kid.
Yeah. Sure. Yes, that's right.
Yeah. And I'd say Melina. I think Melina would be too. So, and then our last category for best mom. Best badass mom. Which wrestler do you think is the best badass mom?
Really?
Hold on, but honorable mention for the prom mom. Yeah, Alexa Bliss. She would definitely make sure her kid is the princess of the ball. Had to throw that out there. But best badass mom.
I mean, Becky comes to mind real quick.
Like she went full Beyonce, just had bared some children and got back to business.
So we're not gonna put Beth Phoenix up there?
Of course we could put Beth Phoenix up there. I'm just saying, like, she's the first one that comes to mind. That's what you asked.
No, my first one that come to mind, Oscar. I think Oscar comes to mind for me as first as badass mom. Like, this a woman that'll kick your ass and then still go take care of her kids. Like, will jump in the trenches with you.
Tamina,
another one that's a badass mom. I could definitely see her being a badass mom. Even Lacey Evans as well.
Yes.
Does Natalia have kids? I don't think Natalia has kids.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Natalia has kids.
I'm going with Big Time Becky.
Give me Tamina, man. I'm going Tamina.
Becky badass.
I think I'm sticking with Tamina or Oscar. That's my two. Oscar Moore. I'm going Oscar. And then also right there what Cindil said, Oscar raised 2 boys and no one knew until Charlotte told us and was losing teeth, winning titles, going undefeated. Like, come on now. Yeah, Marina Sharif. Yeah. I would say she's one. Michelle McCool, yeah, she's a badass. I don't know if I put her in that top though, but I definitely would consider her as one. I consider her as one of those like badass at being a mom. But like Tamina, I see Tamina just like this image holding the shotgun ready to work.
Ready.
Yeah. At the door.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
The single pump.
Single pump. One-handed too, not even holding both of them.
They'll be like on some training day shit. Give me them bit.
Very Arnold T2 walking through a hallway. That movie's amazing, man. Greatest action movie ever.
Yes. No notes. No notes on that. But ladies and gentlemen, we are hitting the 3-hour mark. Normally try to keep this under 2 hours, but it was Mother's Day. We had a lot to also talk about that's been happening here in the wrestling news. So we wanted to make sure that we covered everything, and also still too had a little bit of fun. But we do want to wish all the women that are out there that are wrestling, that do get in the ring every day, put their bodies on the line, trying to make sure that they have an incredible place in history of wrestling and still lead to be able to be those gentle, heartwarming, and best raising moms that they can be. We just want to say thank you to y'all and to those that are not in the ring, but are in the ring of life, taking care of things, of obstacles, jumping off the top turnbuckle like toddlers, or running, trying to give you a cheap shot because you didn't give them their favorite fruit roll up. We just want to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We hope that you are thoroughly enjoying your day. Mom, if you are watching this, which I'm sure you are, I just want to say happy Mother's Day to you. Thank you so much for pushing me out and taking care of me and putting up with all my BS, because I definitely know I was an irritating child with all my questions. But I am a better man for it, and I would not be standing here today being able to work from home and do just what I love had I not had you as the incredible influence that you are. And I think if we can, I'm not saying her name, so you don't go look at her. That's my mama. You don't need to know my mama. I know my mama. You don't need to know my mama. So no, I'm a councilman.
My mama.
Yeah. The mother councilman is what you can refer to her as. But I leave it open to y'all if y'all would like to say something to y'all moms while we're here. If not, it's cool. It's just up to y'all. But I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, for sure. Again, definitely shout outs to all the beautiful mothers. Shout outs to my colleagues' mothers for pushing them out, or else I wouldn't have such amazing colleagues to work with in this crazy little wrestling loving life of mine. Shout outs to Mama Honey, shout outs to Step Mama Honey, and shout outs to Mama Honey in-law as well. Love you guys. Wouldn't be the woman I am without you. Oh, girl.
I don't even want to speak.
I was just trying to be, man. We just got on a really soft, good note, gentle note. Cynthia, why you?
Yeah, the moment has passed.
Deonne, you up? Deonne, bring us home. Bring us home.
Yeah, Deonne, go ahead. You got it.
I'll try. Big shout out to my mom too, man. She's going through a few things here and there, but I know she's always been there for me. She's been like my rock, and I love her to death. I got to FaceTime with her today. FaceTimed her with her grandson. That was even better. I wasn't on camera, but for like 2 seconds. So we took up the screen time. But also shout out to my wife, who's 2 months into being a mother, and I knew she was going to be a fantastic mother when we had Xander, but even before. So all the stuff she does, I'm super grateful, super thankful every single day for what she does and what she's done to this point. And just being a mom. That's one of the toughest jobs on this planet. And my mom and Emily, they do it with so much grace and class, where you're like, okay, that kid's gonna be all right. And I think I turned out all right too. So yeah, happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Happy Mother's Day, man. Enjoy it, even if, for those that may not have theirs anymore, or for those that may not know theirs, or for theirs that may not be too connected with them, there's somebody that that considers you as their kid, and that you could probably consider as their mother. So just find that appreciation in it and be able to just celebrate those people that, like to Deonne's point, got the hardest job out here, and that is being a mom. But salute to all of you women. Salute to you. I hope you enjoyed your day. I hope that you enjoyed and felt the love and the pressure. And to also remember, if you own a cat or a dog, that does not make you a fucking parent. So just thought you should know.
Well, there goes what I was going to say. Never mind.
Not playing that on Mother's Day. You can do that shit Monday or next time. Not on Mother's Day. You didn't push it out.
Okay, man.
Listen, you'd have to understand, but I get what you mean to a point.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Thank y'all for joining this episode of Kayfabe, and we will catch y'all next week. Love each and every single one of y'all. Love my co-host. We'll see y'all next week.